What's up, level uppers? Welcome to the Level Up Show, episode 215. Hurrah indeed, Alex Bustos. 19 months now at tier 2. Thank you so much for the resub, man. And thank you to anybody who's watching right now. Of course, I'm one of your co-hosts tonight, Andrew. I make the show Midori, and I'm joined by Mike, the Clazy Douchebag. Did I say that different than usual?
Yeah, I feel like you did.
I usually say the Clazy Douchebag, Mike McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Instead, I went Mike McLaughlin. The Clazy
No, you
Douchebag.
just said Mike.
Just Mike, yeah. He decided he doesn't want anybody to know his last name anymore, so
I did?
we're going to stop doing that.
Is that what I
Oh,
said?
no, you didn't. I'm just making shit
You're
up.
just rolling with it?
I'm just rolling with it. I'm just making shit up on the fly
Okay,
now.
there
We're
you go.
worried. We're worried about people doxing Mike, so we don't want to give last names anymore. Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Hurrah! Of
man.
course, guys, this is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you enjoy what you see here at any point, hit that heart button, twitch.tv/levelupshow, turn on notifications, make sure you get alerts whenever we go live. Of course, that's like 5, sometimes even 6 days a week at this point. So you will find us here with variety game streams, and of course every Sunday with a gaming talk show. The prize wheel will be active throughout the show tonight. Of course, Alex with that 19-month resub is going into the first prize wheel segment, but anything worth $5 or more gets you a spin of the prize wheel. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more, Twitch Prime, sub gifting. I don't know where that phone came from. That was weird, wasn't it? Kristen is going to join us. I'm going to give you guys a little heads up right now. Kristen is going to join us because we now know the gender of the baby and are ready to reveal it to all.
Yes, I want to know what the flavor is.
Yes, a wild Kristen has appeared. But we're going to allow you guys to bet on if it's going to be a boy or a girl with 10 XP minimum, 200 XP maximum. However, there are a few people that already know this, Mike being one of them, but also, I believe, Johnny knows. Who else? Can I say it?
Why would you want to specifically name them?
Because they can't bet.
Well, they know who they are.
The people who already know, because Kristen privately messaged them, do not bet, do not reveal your secrets.
I always
Just keep it to
know.
yourself. A review guy thinks it's a girl. Well, you guys will be able to
Yeah,
vote.
we'll put the bet in there in a second.
Let me do that right now. All right, so betting. Where are you at? Betting. Where is it at?
Andrew, I make the babies Midori.
I do make babies. All right, here we go. Boy or girl? You got 2 minutes, guys, to bet on this. 10 XP minimum.
What flavor is it?
I spelled it boy and girl.
That's so
I guess that's probably how he would say it in
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's how Kratos would say it.
boy.
That's how
Why
Kratos would
is
say it.
everyone obsessed
Come,
with
boy.
Kratos?
Because the game
It is literally
freaking
because I
amazing.
am not exaggerating when I say it is the best game this generation.
It's an amazing game.
Yeah, let me tell you what I hate
What?
about video games.
What?
It's that Andrew has the volume, which to a normal person I guess would be a normal volume, but to me it's like ungodly loud. And it's and I'm ready to like blow my brains out.
Sorry, can you do that again? I missed it.
Everybody's doing it wrong. Hold on a sec here. Guys, you have to choose the ID. I think Review Guy is the first one to do it right. No, actually, Review Guy did the XP first. So you want to do exclamation point bet space the ID, either 0 or 1, and then space the number of XP you want to do.
Why don't you
There
do it
we
for
go.
me?
Dirty
Dirty
Habanero
Habanero
is
is
the
the
first
only
one to
one.
do it right. Dirty Habanero just did it right, guys. What are you doing? We got to turn up your volume first.
What?
Don't. No,
Nerd Sash.
not that close.
Thank
Unless
you so
you're going
much.
to whisper.
Hello.
Okay. I don't want
you
to
hear
blow
me?
any earphones here.
So all I hear is and I always tell Andrew like, can you lower that? Like that's like I'm sure it's a great game, but the sound effects, I'm just like, if you're not watching it and all you're hearing is thump thump thump, shoot shoot shoot, like it's annoying.
It's annoying.
So that's I don't know. It's probably a good game. It's just like
It's an amazing. Freaking amazing. So only 2 people have done it. No, wait, sorry, 7 people, because it actually says.
Yeah,
so we
it
got
says
6
right there.
votes. 6 votes and votes for boy. And no, actually 7 now. 7 votes for boy
7
and 1
boy.
for girl. Where's the girls at? I saw
Where's the
Henry
girls at?
Henry and Review Guy both said girl, so
Both
there
said
should be
girl.
more than 1 there. Come on, guys. You got 10 seconds left here.
But yeah, thank you guys to at the Nerd Stash for that raid.
Yes,
18
and
people.
I think Boba Chat as well, maybe?
And Boba Chat is hosting
now hosting as well. You guys are the best. Appreciate that. That'll go into the prize wheel segment because any host of 10 viewers or more goes into the prize wheel segment. All right.
I recently got my hair cut and it's lighter because I'm going to be a mom of 2. And as you get older, your hair gets shorter, your body gets bigger.
I don't
That's
know.
okay.
This is what I deal with every
God.
day. This is my life.
No, you don't. You usually come home, I'm like, hi.
This is true as well. She's like this sometimes. Not all the time.
Can I just share the story about my alien?
Your
You
alien
have
baby?
an alien now?
We think it might be from Krypton or something.
It literally crossed my mind. Well, can I just tell the story real quick?
Be very careful with your pronouns.
My pronouns.
No pronouns.
So,
Very PC.
about
It.
4 times in the past couple weeks, usually you don't feel a baby kick until like 20-something weeks. Potentially, usually you'll just feel like what feels like little like butterfly wings maybe in there. But I swear to God, 4 times this has happened, and every time it's horrifying. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Did I ever tell you this earlier? It was Danielle I was telling. In this area, I don't even think my uterus is in that area yet. I'm literally just laying, like Andrew was hugging me last night, and all of a sudden I go,
You would have thought that somebody shot her in the face. Like, that's the extreme reaction
no, and
that
listen,
took place.
but it's not extreme. It literally felt like there was an alien in my body that went like this. And it's
It's a super baby.
And I don't think it's a baby. I think it's like a
I
gas
think it is.
bubble
I think
that's
it's a super
being like
baby.
squished, and it just suddenly goes, and it is absolutely horrifying. And every time it happens, Andrew looks at me like I'm a psychopath.
I do.
And it's, if you're sitting in a room by yourself, completely relaxed, and then all of a sudden someone comes up to you from behind and goes, boo! You're going to be horrified, and you're going to go, and that's what I did. It's a normal reaction to fear. Your adrenaline pumps, and then I start crying because I'm like, oh my God, don't happen again. Don't happen again. I seriously thought maybe there was like a parasite in me that was like making its way through my intestines. Like, it's horrifying. It could happen in any moment, and I have no idea. I was really scared to go to sleep last night. But it hasn't happened yet today, thank God. If it happens live, that'd be hilarious.
It would be. We're trying to isolate what causes the event.
A gas bubble. But I didn't expel any gas afterwards. That's the only thing.
Yes, it's weird. I'm tempted to like reopen the bet because I'm seeing like a lot more people coming in and saying what they think it's going to be.
Go ahead, reopen it.
I wonder. It might start
it
fresh
closed?
though. Let me see what happens here. I'm going to click start again, guys. It might refresh it. It might allow people to add more on. I think it's allowing people to add more on because we still have the bets from earlier, 7
Yes.
and 1.
So guys, if you want, it's exclamation point bet space 0 or 1,
The ID, 0 is boy, 1 is girl.
and then up to 200 for your
Yes.
XP.
So put a space after the ID, and then you could do 10 to 200. That's the XP that you are.
No,
Alex,
that's
backwards.
opposite way around.
Backwards, Alex. Try again. You want to do exclamation point bet space 1 space 200 is what you want to do, Alex.
Binary.
Jerry Bay says the thought of carrying and delivering a baby is terrifying.
It is.
Yes.
I'm very happy.
Word.
There we go, Genko. You
You're
got
very happy it's not you.
Yes, I'm very
thanks.
happy it's not me.
Yeah, well, that's why you gotta be supportive of me and not, like, tell me, like, I'm being murdered or what's wrong with me.
it. You're being murdered.
Shot in the face is what I said.
You're being shot in the face, not
Last
too?
night you said it sounds like you're being murdered.
It was extreme.
Well, it was an extreme situation.
There you go. Draven's in. Henry DJP is in.
You got a lot more people in here now.
Here we go.
Where's
We're
your
getting a lot
birthday
now.
hat? This is supposed to be your
Oh, I
birthday.
completely forgot about it.
Did you say it was your birthday?
What's slacker?
It's not technically my birthday,
It's
but we
Tuesday's
did
his
celebrate
birthday.
my birthday.
We're gonna on my stream. We're
Miss
gonna
you,
sing to
review
him
guy.
again.
Since I am streaming late on Monday night, I will consider that my birthday stream because it will go into my actual
Make
birthday.
sure you wear your birthday hat.
I will.
Do we sing to him
Gonna
on
work,
stream?
wear my birthday suit.
You should.
too.
You'll get kicked off.
I will.
It was
This is true.
Evie's second birthday, Andrew's 30th birthday. Am I allowed to say that? Oops. And our gender reveal.
I am 30 years old now. Yes.
Yes.
Pretty much. Just
I'm
about there.
68.
And as you guys can see, we're up to $5,000 on the full-time streaming goal now because I
Yeah, you are.
decided of the money that I received today on my birthday, at least a portion of it, I decided to put into the full-time streaming goal.
Nice.
So
So you're
up to
halfway
5,000.
there and not halfway through the year yet.
Yeah, I wanted to make that even 5,000, 50%. So I put a little
that's
bit of
really good.
little bit of our earnings for birthday reasons in. All right,
not
so let's
my-
close it off. Let's
my
see who
earnings.
wins here.
Since January, that's
wow,
just when.
almost everybody came in with girl now.
Yeah,
Now it's
right?
7-5. All right, we're gonna stop it. Oh, it actually stopped itself. Looks like 2 minutes came up.
Okay.
How do I end it? Oh, I think I choose what it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll let you do the honors here. Like,
I
what-
have the duck.
Oh, you have a duck. Okay.
This is how we found out. We had Evie open the box.
What's in the box?
Oh my god, that's awesome. Did you have like a doll head for a boy and a doll head for a girl?
No, there's a duck.
There's a
It's
ducky
either
in
pink
there.
or blue. Should I open it real close to the camera?
And yes, my birthday is the 8th, and Evie's is the 7th. So She was born just like 2.5 hours before my birthday.
All right.
Yeah.
Evie was born right before Andrew's birthday.
Should I like get up there and like take it out?
It was like the day before. No, 2 days before, right?
No, like
No?
2 hours.
It was like 2
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
before.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't remember, Andrew had to cancel his special birthday stream because we were in the hospital having.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Let's you kneel with me.
Where did I stand? So they can-
Why don't I
So you can
stand?
see the baby bump?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, am I like pulling it out?
I'll turn it backwards.
That's
Yeah, pull out now because he didn't before.
Yeah.
Ah!
There it is. There it is.
Well, we wanted this, so it was intentional. So
Okay.
shut your mouth.
You guys ready for this?
Do you want to pull it out?
I will.
Let me put this on.
All
Let's
right.
build
Ready?
Suspense.
3,
Let's
2,
go.
1.
It's a girl.
Girl number 2.
Andrew's gonna be a father to 2 princesses. And we are very excited. No negative comments. I know what it's like when you're like, oh, you wanted a boy. No, we're happy with
We're
the
happy.
girl.
We're very happy.
Let's see what
I don't know
everyone
what to do
says.
with my hands. Yeah. What do I do? And so that means the 5 people that bet on girl win.
Does it say who bet
so
on
I
girl?
think, can I like pick winner? There we go.
Yep.
Girl wins.
Yes. Are you sure you want to pick this winner?
And
Or
we'll
are
see
you
what happens
certain?
here. So everyone that bet on girl has been rewarded. Review Guy and Ginkgo and Alex getting a lot. Scoozy
And
too,
Scoozy, yeah.
270.
Very
for Scoozy.
nice.
All you guys, congratulations on the XP wins. And Japan Burr also got 13. I think a very new viewer, so didn't have a lot of XP to bet, but
Is it
still.
Jap Amber?
I don't know. It's a good
Or
question.
J.A. Pamber?
You can go either way, I think, with that one.
Or Yapamber?
Japamber,
You
I
did
think
J
is
right
there.
awesome. Japamber.
Yeah, or Ya, like Dutch? Isn't Dutch that ignore the J,
They're both good.
right?
Yeah.
Is that a
I,
Dutch thing?
I don't know.
Andrew's
Oh.
gonna have a little squishy, little 6-pound baby girl
Yeah, man.
to cuddle with again.
Yeah, man.
And he's gonna be full-time streaming. I'm gonna be like, Andrew, I'll get the baby. I need you. And he'll come down and I'll have this little baby here. So cute.
Yeah, raking in those viewers.
Yeah.
Baby, using the baby.
Well, I mean, babies are cute.
Japamber.
It's Japamber. So I was right. Japamber. Very nice.
Thank you, everyone. We're very excited.
Yes, and I'm very excited too. I know we talked about like boys and stuff like that, but either way, I'm happy either way because there's pros and cons to each. If you want to
Yeah.
even call it a con,
Yeah.
more so there's pros to each.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, everyone would like, maybe everyone would like one of each just to see what it's like,
Yeah.
but
When we first found out, there was a little bit of like you have to tell yourself it's like okay, you're never gonna have a boy because we're probably not. Like this will probably be it. We're gonna have
Probably.
2. So it takes a little while to be like okay, this is never
the
gonna have a
idea
boy,
of
never
having
gonna
a son
experience
is
a
like
boy.
gone.
So
Right.
you know
But-
it's a little tough to wrap your mind around that.
Yeah.
But
But then after, like, I feel, not that I was like sad, I was just.
kill-tacular! We've been
Hitman.
staggered!
Congratulations. Andrew,
33,
you are
33.
outnumbered
Dun,
and
dun,
surrounded. Good luck.
This is true. He said I'm outnumbered and surrounded.
Crazy
That's
Legs
awesome.
will be your son.
Aw, thank you, Crazy Legs. I feel like my trophy team are like my sons now. I was telling them, like, I feel like I'm a proud papa this week. So, I have many sons.
What's it say? Thank you for the donation. Congratulations, Andrew. You are outnumbered and surrounded.
Yeah. Do you want to stay down here for the stagger?
Sure.
Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to do a stagger. And we've changed it around a little bit to make it a lot easier. I don't know if Kelly is here, though. I saw her for a moment,
was
but
earlier.
she was here, but I know she's at work, so she might be
Oh, she's at work
preoccupied. Yeah, she went into work today to work on something. I don't know what exactly. You need to stop working so hard,
Wonder
Kelly. It's a
Woman.
Sunday. She is here. All right, so Kelly can take care of this because we made it a lot easier. Instead of it doing XP to a spinner or a room, it's all room now. So a lot of XP is going to be given out, although we did add in some low XP amounts too. Before it started at like 15. Now it starts at 1 because all of them go to the room. So a lot of XP is going to be given out to the room now, courtesy of the stagger. And I do want to remind you guys one more time before we get started on this that tips, bits both work for extending the stagger, and there's different levels of stagger to extend the time. $1 is a normal hit. $3 is a critical hit, $5 slows the regen, and $10 just flat out stops the regen for a minute. So keep that in mind. That we I think the longest we've done was like 7.5 minutes, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, we did like 7.5 minutes one time. So we'll see what happens this time. Let's get to the stagger. You ready?
No.
All right, we'll do this anyway. I don't care.
Stagger! Stagger! I'm afraid I'm gonna get kicked again with the gas bubble. Johnny-fa! Johnny-fa! Baby-fa! Baby-fa! My gosh. So weird. You guys are being reborn.
Ooh.
How did you know how to time that right?
I had to peek my eyes open because I realized that we don't have sound on it. Still.
Yeah, I still need to fix that.
You never
We're going
fixed
with Bravest Eterna this time. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't in the shield. Thanks. I burned to death.
You are not in the shield. I'm
No,
sorry.
This is why it's so epic, because you guys are now dead and we have to avenge you.
Ah.
All right, guys. It is now time. The points wheel is added. Anything worth $1 or more does the points wheel. Let's get it going. Johnny, you don't know how to cheer still.
God damn it, Johnny.
Jesus, Johnny. God damn it, Johnny.
It was probably an accident.
No, this is
What?
Oh!
Oh!
Wow! That was quick. I'll let you spin the wheel. Go ahead, spin that wheel. We're stopping the timer,
Wow.
guys. We're flat out stopping
5 XP to the room.
the timer. We've been stopped for a minute.
Well, click the icon, dummy.
You can just do cheer 100. There's no
Yeah.
space. There's no space.
Yeah, you put a space in between.
Guys, we're flat out stopped right now. We're at 537 and flat out stopped.
Why?
So you guys can, because Jameis did $10, and now we get to subtract from that. Another 11 XP to the room. Kelly, you got this. You got this, Kelly.
I'm sorry, I can't do things.
Crazy like, same thing. You don't want to do a space. There you
Another one
go.
for Johnny, thank you. 5 XP to the room.
There you go, Johnny.
Yes,
Another one from
you're the
Johnny.
king.
There you go,
13 XP to
Johnny.
the room. Another one from Johnny. 13 XP to the room.
Oh, wow, we're going all the way back down, man. We're going all the way back
13,
down.
6 XP to the room. And then 3 for Beast Unleashed.
This is wild.
Oh,
1 XP to the
444.
room.
We're back all the way to the beginning now at this point.
11 XP to the room.
We're all the way back down to the beginning.
4 XP to the
This is a
room.
great stagger.
All right,
9 XP to the room.
we're back. The slow or the stop has ended. We're back to regenning now, guys. All right.
Sadly, Kristen and the baby are still dead.
Yeah, we weren't in the shield.
Wow, this is a big one, guys. We're not even at 200 XP or
That's so
200
funny.
points. You guys have another almost 800 HP to
At least
continue
she's
to
not on
stagger.
fire, though.
Come on.
That's true. At least you're not on fire. Another.
Ginkgo.
That's true.
16 XP to the room.
Oh, another one and another one too. Jeez, jeez.
4 XP
Another
to the
one.
room.
This song
15
is so
XP
epic.
to the room.
It's just so epic. This song, man.
21 XP.
Wow, you guys are keeping it down in the 200s. You guys aren't stopping.
3 XP.
My feet, my tootsies are burning.
17 XP.
I hope Kelly's keeping track of this. If not, I can do it in the post, in the archive. It's not that hard. I can just add up the numbers.
Instead of sleeping or anything.
I mean, it won't take that long. Really
Thanks for
wouldn't
the new
at all.
follow, Gabriel. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Hit that heart button if you're enjoying the stream here. We're halfway full on the HP bar.
Halfway there.
Never doubt me. Nice, thank you, Kelly. You're awesome. 650.
Kelly's amazing. That was so precious. Never doubt me. Yeah, never doubt a woman.
Help me.
Never doubt a woman.
Oh, it's getting there. 750.
A woman like that.
I'm ready. I've got my finger on the button, ready to subtract. Johnny has no more
Somehow
bits.
my money went missing.
900 almost. What's gonna happen?
I think that's it.
950.
There's a stink bug
Well, that
on the
was
screen.
An epic ending.
And it's over.
There we go.
Do you see the
Way to
stink bug?
go, guys. Way to go.
How'd that guy get down here?
Where?
The stink bug. He's
Oh,
on
he's
the-
the. I thought it was an emote.
Nope. it
Holy
is
crap.
On the screen.
There's a stink bug, yeah.
There's a stink bug like on the chat, and I honestly thought it was an emote.
It's crawling towards Johnny's name.
It wants to be part of you.
Johnny, there's a stink bug on top
Impressive.
of you.
Stagger, guys. I'm very excited to see how much
Yeah.
XP is going to the entire room. Kelly is calculating
thank
it
you so
right
much.
now.
Ew, it's like...
Did it happen?
It did.
It happened! Super baby!
It was a little one, though.
It's excitement. I think it's excitement.
It was a little one. It wasn't like a huge, like, punch.
Okay.
So whatever you did last night got her excited.
I should say Supergirl now. I don't have to say Super Baby anymore.
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Guys, Supergirl.
Supergirl. 144 to the entire room. Way to go, room. That's a lot of
Awesome.
XP to the entire room
That's
on
great.
that one.
It sounds
And
like when I-
thank you so much to Hitman RX for another stagger. I can't even tell you how many staggers he's
Yeah.
done at this point.
That's awesome.
As well as becoming a new Santa in.
I was
in our
I was just
chat.
going to bring that up.
Yeah.
It's like him, Meepo,
Puff
and
Jinglies,
Puff Jinglies.
and Dirty Habanero.
And Dirty Hob. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. And Tobes is high up there.
Yeah.
And a few others too. We've got a bunch of Santas popping in here.
Bunch of Santas.
Can I say one more thing before I stop talking about it now?
Mhm.
I think it usually happens when I'm laying in bed, so I'm laying like this, or when I was laying like this on the couch.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, I think it's when I'm laying down something happens in there. That wasn't as terrifying as last night, though.
No, not for me either. Like, you flat out terrified me last night.
I know.
Excited or saying be quiet.
Okay. Thank you so much for the stagger. Thank you so much for all the congratulations. Appreciate it all, guys.
Did you tell everyone about what I've been leaving you on your pillow?
Mince?
Hey, thank you so much for the sub. You've been leaving mild sauce packets from Taco Bell with things written on them. You know how they
Is
have
that
the
why you
space?
have them like attached
Yes,
to the whiteboard
that is
upstairs?
exactly why, yes. Sub height! There we go. That's
Thank
look
you
at that,
so much,
30
Dirty
now.
Hob, for that gift to Nate Dogg.
30.
And a question.
You know, my
came in.
favorite one was the one that was blank and it says, "I pooed here."
I pooed here?
Yeah, she did have one that was blank that said, I pooed here.
Oh, I hope the
Stink
stink bug
bug!
lands on Mike's
I don't know if
head.
anybody can see it. Stink bug! Stink bug! Stink bug. He's over there now.
Alright, he's chilling.
It's
He's our
adding
new
some
mascot.
Excitement.
One of our new mascots.
Let's name him Oscar.
Oscar.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Oscar.
I'm gonna name my baby girl Oscar.
Can we tell the story
Have
of
you
like
thought about how
what we
names-
were going to call the
We
boy
don't know yet,
based
though.
on a dream that you had?
Sure.
Okay, so I might have even told this on the show before, but I don't remember.
Banners.
No, at the time I was watching Ozark.
I wasn't even pregnant.
No, you weren't. She was not pregnant yet.
Yet.
But I was watching Ozark while she was sleeping, and I guess Ozark was getting into her brain, and this was the dream that made her think we would eventually have a boy. Because in the dream, she had a boy and decided to name it
Oskirk.
Oskirk. And in all honesty, it's grown on me.
Hold on.
Oskirk.
Oscar disappeared.
Oskirk. We're gonna call him Oskirk. He's Oskirk.
He's Oskirk.
Wait, I'm telling you right now, Oscar disappeared and it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
these
know
stink
yet.
bugs are harmless. They
Yeah,
just
I
stink.
just don't like them.
I think it's a pretty badass name.
Oskirk, because Ozark sounds like Oskirk.
Yes.
Think about
Little
this
bit.
new clock.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Another one. Gifted from Guitar Freak to Henry DJP. Welcome to the Plus One Posse to Henry.
Awesome.
And also to, who was earlier? We also had the other sub gift. That one went to Nate Dogg. Welcome to
Yeah.
the Plus One Posse, guys. Last 15 minutes of the show, at least the last 15 minutes will be sub-only chat, so you guys will be able to take part in that. It's going to be a little bit of a late show tonight. That's why we're not really
Yes.
rushing. There was not a lot of news at all this week. We don't even have a rapid fire this week, and we don't even have a full level update.
We only have one level update.
Yes,
Kelly.
which we put 6 stories because they're small stories in the main level update. We're not doing a rapid fire, and we're going to talk a lot about Red Dead Redemption tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Did my
Yeah.
sub show up? Reborn again.
If you want your stuff to show up and it
There's a
hasn't
thing
yet,
at the top link. Right
but
at
it
the
doesn't
top.
pop up unless you refresh the channel.
Really?
Yes, you have to refresh the channel. Then you will see in the chat at the very top the option to share your anniversary. When you share your anniversary, that is when your alert will pop up on stream. Otherwise, we will not see it.
What a shitty implementation.
We would see it later, like next day or whatever, once it pops up on our stream alerts and all that. But if
Yeah.
you want it to show up live on the show, you have to refresh the channel, have it pop up on the chat, and share your anniversary.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
It is pretty dumb. They need to fix that.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to leave, but I still have to take a shower. I still have to take a shower.
You stanky.
No, actually, I'm not.
There it
There
is.
it is.
That's how it's done. Thank you so much for Born Again Gaming.
Thanks,
also
man.
going
Hey,
into
Kristen, Drew, and Mike. Love you guys.
love you, man.
Oh, I'm loved.
You're
I'm
going
loved.
into the first prize wheel segment.
I'm not even here that much, and I'm loved.
If you didn't know, that's Ghost Games. He renamed himself. He rebranded.
Oh my God, Ghost! So he does know me, and I do know him. Ghost, I missed you. You were like one of the OGs, like
Yeah,
if not
for sure.
the OG.
Yeah, he's like like before the teens. I think
Yes.
he was like
number,
old days.
Yes, like first couple episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Josiah, thank you so much for the follow. Everybody, thank you so much for the follows.
Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot coming in. Appreciate all of them. You can't leave until Andrew reads the question. Okay, I didn't realize it was for Kristen.
Yeah,
I'll
it was
read
for
it now.
Kristen.
You go ahead, Mike, because I always have trouble reading these. It's right there.
I said, how are you feeling, Kristen? And when are you going to lock Andrew out the house and take over the stream? Oh, yeah, Team Mike rules and Team Andrew rules.
Well, I don't know how I could ever stream because if my life depended on it, I could never figure out all the software. I have no idea. There's cords everywhere. Like, this is what I've thought about before, and it's not like a good thought, but it's something I have thought about. Like, if Andrew dies suddenly...
Oh my God.
I would like to come on and announce it.
Oh my God.
I've thought about this. And how am I going to do that? Because I wouldn't know how.
We would just have a live viewing.
You know Mike is alive, right? Did
We
both
would
of
just-
us die?
Wait. We would have a live viewing. Drew would just be... We would just get Drew taxidermied to sit in this chair like this. Like right here. And everybody can come in. It would just be a live show for like a week straight. We would just be live on Twitch for a week. Like the entire time. And people could come and cheer for... respect.
How
Press F for respect.
how do I die in this hypothetical
live
universe?
viewing in memory?
I'm just
Level
saying,
up
I've thought about, like, because the level uppers are, like, such an important part of your life that I think that they should know.
I
And
agree.
I can't reach half of them, you know, I can't reach half of them on social media because I just can't. So I would have to say I was streaming. And I was like, how am I going to do that? I have no idea.
I need to know because I
You
know
and I
you thought
both-
of it. If you
and
were
I
thinking
both
about
died
this,
in an accident.
there's a way that I died, and I need to know how it was.
No, I'm
There
just
was.
saying,
There
I
has
just
to be.
said suddenly. I said if you were to just die suddenly.
Your
I never thought-
diabetes.
So-
I do not, in my free time, I do not sit upstairs and think about how is Andrew going to die and I'm going to have to figure out how to stream. I don't think about that. I was just think suddenly, if he dies, what am I going to do? I need to be respectful. People want to come to your funeral, like,
Am I still alive?
do you know how to work all, you don't know how to do all this crap?
Yeah, I do.
You can figure it out.
All right, well
Oh, I
then,
know it all.
hopefully you're still alive and you could help
What
me
if we
too.
both die? How would we both die? Like, what would the
You
event
got
be that
on
we-
me for my first on the spot being about death, and now we're hypothetically conjecturing on how the both of us would die at the
Yeah,
same
because
time.
we're all enjoying it.
Yeah. All right.
No, it was just a legit thought, like,
I'll just send Kristen money.
that's the thing. I don't know what I would do. I don't know.
Airplane.
Why are
crash
we
on the
going
way
by ourselves to the Bahamas?
Yeah, I don't know if that's me and you going to the Bahamas or
Right?
all three of us.
Like, both die in stagger. HP bar never fills.
Yeah, we never revived ourselves.
I like that.
Yeah.
But to answer the other part of the question,
Hold on, I gotta read this. Johnny said, "Have you seen Mike stream? He keeps the wheel up half the show, and the other half of the show he's trying to figure out how Discord works." This is true. Sometimes it actually is true.
so it would be a very low key, low quality production. It might be.
You would choke on the beans. You'll get.
Maybe I'm
forced
allergic
do,
to
like,
one of them. We'll find out
10
eventually.
beans with
I'm allergic.
Vegemite,
Well,
and
hopefully
you
he
just
wouldn't-
gag it.
This is another scary thought. What if you like died on stream and then like,
Oh, I've actually thought about that.
and then people had to text me and be like, "You need to go downstairs."
You want to hear something terrifying? I'm going to tell you guys a story right now.
No.
Terrifying story.
No.
It was a dream I had. I had a dream one time that I was streaming, right? And I like kind of played up like a moment in the game where I really reacted heavily and as like almost like a satirical type thing where I overreacted and I like fell back in my chair and I knocked over the green screen. And when I knocked over the green screen, you guys saw that there was a person behind the screen in the corner with a knife. And I get back
Oh my
on stream
God.
not realizing that there's somebody in the house behind the
man.
screen with a knife. And you guys in the chat start saying things like,
my
Andrew,
God.
do not freak out. We're
my
not
God.
joking right now. We're 100% serious. There's a person in the basement. And I just like freeze, of course, on stream. And then suddenly the person runs through the screen and tackles me. And we have this like freaking all out like battle on stream. And I can't shut down the stream because like he's after me and like he's got the knife and we're like fighting on stream. Like this is like this crazy moment where thousands of viewers start coming in and like I'm fighting off this guy trying to kill me. And ultimately I stab him in the chest and I kill him on stream. on stream.
Oh my god.
And then I just like, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. And I can't remember anymore, but it's something like that.
Don't
listen.
turn around.
Listen, if that ever, you should set up a code word right now, like, that people know, like, this is not a joke word. There is, like, someone upstairs robbing us, or they need to, like, warn
Oh,
you.
where's
There's
Oscar?
someone,
Oscar, where's Oscar at?
You need, like, a dead
me out.
serious, no joking, like, code red word. So people, you know they're not joking if there's someone in the corner with a knife trying to get you.
Amen. It was a freaking terrifying dream.
But I'm feeling well, thank you. I'm feeling well.
Random.
Yes. No, the part of the question was, how am I feeling? And I'm answering the question before I go. I'm feeling well. If Andrew suddenly dies, Mike and I will host a low-quality stream. And you need a code word for if someone is about to knife Andrew while he's live streaming. There we go.
Okay. What's our code word, Mike? We need to figure out a code word right now. If one of us is about to die on stream.
And I'm sorry if I
about to be
offended
attacked.
anyone who had someone who got murdered or something. Like, you should. I'm not joking. I don't want to joke.
highly
about it.
doubt that happened, but you know.
Well,
you
I
never
mean,
know.
saying knifed is like a very negative. I'm sure that's happening.
Goat.
Goats? These are goats. I feel like might be a little too common. It's like
Yeah.
you know, it's
Damn it, Johnny.
kind of skirting the
I
line
don't know.
there.
We haven't
Damn it,
said
Johnny.
the word goat in like 3 years.
We need a secret word.
Why don't you just like think about it? Because it needs to be serious.
A secret word for the chat to let me know that I am in danger. Like legitimately. Like no jokes.
Code word is code word. See, Alex likes that code word.
Please.
He's allowed to use it again in that case.
Code word level down. Level down. I'm not against that. You guys just like everybody starts posing in the chat, level down, level down, level down. How freaking scary would that be?
Mushroom. Just
That
make it like
would
a really
be-
weird
If
vegetable.
you guys do this to me, I swear to God, I'm gonna be so angry.
No, this isn't a joke.
Like, this is not a joke. Like, we're being serious right now. The code word is level down. Code words. If you guys all start posting level down in the chat, that means I'm in immediate danger, and I'm going to believe it. Alright? So do not play with this. This is real shit we're talking about right now.
Oh my god, you realize that there is absolutely going to be Boy Who Cried Wolf situations going on, right?
Level down is the code words, guys. If you all start posting level down, I am going to prepare
so many
myself.
contingency plans.
I'm gonna get ready to go, man. I'm gonna get ready to go.
Code word let
Oh,
them
I
in.
like Johnny's idea. An emote to use only in emergency situations.
Yeah, we need more emotes then. So we can't just start using our
You know,
emote slots.
In real life, we don't even have a code word for danger,
That's
and
true.
that's like we should.
I feel like we wouldn't joke with each other, so danger should be enough.
All right, you're in danger. Like if I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, "Andrew, there's someone in my house," you're not going to be like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, yo, you're joshing me.
be like, "Get your
I'm
knife."
going back to sleep.
Seriously, I might sleep with my bad
Just
knife.
everybody,
tonight.
just make it Barry Manilow. So that the entire chat just fills up with Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. I don't want to think about these negative things
Yeah.
anymore before I go to bed.
Oh, I'm dead serious right now, guys.
Yeah.
Level down.
How do you warn me?
Down.
Well, hopefully someone has my number and you text me and be like, "Yeah, there's someone in the basement."
Also, I would want to know how they would know that you're in danger, because that would mean that you have like secret cameras in your house somewhere.
I don't know. I do have cameras in my house.
We do. Baby monitors.
Well, yeah, but I can look at it from my phone upstairs in my living room.
This is true.
Sorry if I depressed anyone.
No, I think that was
Entertaining.
pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
All right.
Awesome. I really like your octopus.
Baby girl Midori number
Thank
2 on the way. October 13th, right? 13th?
Yes.
October 13th.
I prepped him the other day. I was like, listen, do you know what my due is? He's like, I don't know, October something. I'm like, okay, October 13th.
Are you scheduling a surgery for it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just saying in general, like, if people ask him questions, I feel like you should know, like, an idea of something.
I had an idea.
I'm like, how many weeks am I?
17.
I don't know, a few.
A few, yeah, a few.
All right.
All right, well, I'm going to go.
I had
Love
to
you.
go along my
Love
tours for no apparent reason.
Danger.
Yeah, it's scary. It's a scary. I'm like, I hate going upstairs now, like, by myself thinking about this. Because no one's, if something happens to me, you don't even answer your phone. Have your phone on.
You're good, man.
Yeah, I might not always be around to come drive over.
No, to save me. Or check on
No, to him.
Andrew and my child. Yeah,
Right.
I know.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
I love you.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't let Oscar bite.
Yeah, I don't know where
Oskirk's around
he
here
is, and that
somewhere.
really freaks me out right now.
Oskirk is here.
Boom, 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 boom. I don't want you in my room. Come on, bud.
Okay.
I don't want to spend the night together. Not in my room.
All right.
All right.
What is that?
Good night. And good luck.
Thank you. I don't
Kristen, we miss you.
Everybody misses you.
I said, Kristen, we miss you.
I know. I wish I had more energy to do everything I wanted to do, but I don't because I'm.
Did you make your
pregnant.
list?
I did make my list.
All right, good.
I'm gonna check stuff off. Good night. Goose night. Goose night. Goose night. Goose night.
All right.
Good night. Don't be too loud.
I'll try.
Ah! Hey, did you hear me make dinosaur noises the other night?
No. Thanks.
See, I told
You
you.
didn't hear him do
I
that?
told you. I fucking
so
told you.
loud. I was ready for
It
you to
was
start charging down the
Not
steps.
loud at all.
I was
went-
terrified.
I went.
but he did it really loud.
No, it was right around that.
No,
level.
it was
It was
not.
right around that level.
No.
I don't know, but he
No.
started getting really mad.
It was like triple the volume of my pterodactyls.
Well, you're lucky that I didn't hear that because I would have come in and beat you.
Yeah, that's fine. I would have.
No, Jameis, she did not smell any durian. For some reason, she did not smell it. All right, let's talk about what we've been playing this week because we're in the middle of the show
I
now.
don't think I've played anything besides one game.
Yes,
I'm
we've
trying to-
been playing God of War nonstop. Real quick though, it's been a little while. Welcome to any new
Yeah.
viewers. Appreciate
Yeah,
all you guys
58
being
people,
here.
man.
A lot of support already coming in. First prize wheel segment will come up in 15 or so minutes. Anything worth $5 more will get you in there. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, sharing, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers more, sub gifting, and Twitch Prime. That's a lot of stuff, guys. Also, we appreciate you even just being here watching and following, especially if you follow. Hit that on that notification button. Get alerts whenever we go live. As I said, we're on 5-6 days a week at this point. So make sure to do that before we move on here if you enjoy the stream.
Guitar Freak, why is that information I need to know? Like, does that mean I should chloroform somebody?
What did he say?
When you fall asleep, your sense of smell cannot wake you up.
I did not know that.
Interesting.
Interesting. Little factoid there. Jay Raby, love you, long time. So we are in agreement that God of War is one of the best games potentially ever.
Okay, yeah. God of
And
War to me is
definitely
the
the
best
best
game
game
of this generation.
of this generation.
100%.
And I can say that without even beating it yet.
Yeah, I am.
I'm probably halfway through.
According to someone who has beat it, I am story-wise about 5 hours away, give or take, from finishing it. But I've been doing so much side stuff. Like, even last night, I was
Me
like,
too.
do I really want to play? I'm like, you know what? I'll do a little bit of side stuff. I have maybe like 40 minutes. I'll do like one thing. Nope, I was on for about an hour and 40 minutes, and I decided to go and do random shit. But a lot of that was like running around because I don't want to use guides to figure out where I'm going.
Yeah,
so I was on
definitely.
Alfheim trying to finish it up, and I'm like, where the hell do I need to go for this last part? Realistically, it's like right next to where I have to, where I come in. Yep, nope, not live yet. Not live yet.
Way to go, Guitar Freak.
Best game COD bullshit. Another one. Count it.
Yeah, it counts.
Does it?
It counts towards the overall count because you're in danger now of being rated R. You're now 2 curses.
All right. Well, anyway. But yeah, no, I've been doing like the Valkyries are tough.
Yeah, they are, man.
They're really
tough.
You
There's 9 of them
did.
total.
What's funny is your first one was my second, and my first one was your second.
Okay.
So we kind of switched that around.
Yeah, your first, my second, whose name is Kara, was definitely more difficult.
Absolutely. But yeah, like the amount of stuff that you can do in this game, and like it's been said before, but all the side stuff has relation to the main story. To where
insane.
even the stuff that has nothing to do with the main story, you feel obligated to do because of how it gets,
It's
pushed on you. to
super high quality
experience
content. So
Yeah.
much so I was talking to my cousin about this today. Like normally you play a game and the side quests are not bad, but they're at a lower quality level. You can clearly see they didn't put quite as much time and effort into the side quests as they would a main quest. But this game, I play through what ultimately ends up to be a side quest, and sometimes I don't even realize it at the beginning, and I'm like, holy shit, the fact that they put so much work into this and somebody could miss it and not see it, it blows my mind. Like, some of this stuff is epic and amazing, and you don't want to miss it. Like, I can't believe that there's the option to miss it.
On top of all the side stories and all like the little missions and extra things you can do, I have never, now you know me, I enjoy stories in games, but it's not like a main driver for many games for me. I usually like to try to play through, a lot of games or just to beat them. A lot of times I'm playing shooters for that exact reason.
Yeah.
But a game like this, you want to take time with the story. I've taken so much time with the story that I've just started rowing the boat around the lake anytime anybody starts talking, just to
Yeah,
make
'cause you would hear
sure
a
I
story.
hear whatever they're talking about, which is something completely bizarre for me because I don't do that in any game. Like a lot of times I'll be, they'll be talking about something, I'll be like, I don't care, I already know where you're going with this, and I'll run
Yeah.
to the next room and it'll just, finally cut. But I'm like, no, I can't get out of the boat. It's like press O to dock. I'm like, no, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Stop
I'll
rushing
wait.
me. I need to hear this. My cousin, the one I was just talking about, we've been talking about God of War a lot. He's playing it right now.
Oh, is he
For
playing
my
it?
birthday today, he got me Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology.
Okay.
So I'm not a big reader, as you guys know, but this is structured in a way that it's just stories.
Yeah.
From Norse mythology. You can just jump to any one of them if you want and read about it. So I think I really might jump in there and get a little bit of a better understanding of it all, because it's, I don't want to say complex, but it's so bizarre in a lot of ways, and the names are so long and crazy that it sometimes you forget, like,
Muspelheim.
what? Yeah, it's
Like,
some
what?
ridiculous names. Even Jorgenmunder, it's kind of like these
Yeah.
weird names. The name of the world serpent, of course. But I'm just blown away by the amount of content. It's so much more than I was ever expecting. As we were just talking about the side quests being such a high quality. I found this one area with this, and I went there before I should have gone there, which is really cool. It has this kind of Metroidvania style where you have to go back to places you've already been, or maybe you're just searching the Lake of Nine because you want to travel around, and you'll find an element that you're like, is this something that I can mess with? Like, clearly I can't do anything right now, and then later on something will happen, you're like, oh, I remember this area I went to like 5 hours ago, let me head back there and do the thing I can do.
So you
now.
got the thing to, well, obviously you got the thing to get into the Valkyrie room. That was that exact thing. And as soon as I got that, I was like, well, I made the mistake of progressing the story, and I didn't intend to, but I was like, that takes up tonight. But then the next day I went immediately to the witch's basement,
Right.
like underneath the house,
Yeah.
to get it there. Because I'm like, I know exactly where one of these is, and I've been trying to figure out where the rest of them. Now that I know what's behind those doors, I'm like kind of taking my time and like not seeking them out. Those are things that I think to me are gonna wait. The only complaint, I have two complaints. A is almost trivial, but you're Kratos. You have climbed Titans,
Yeah, I know.
and killed gods,
But you can't
have,
jump like
no,
20
no,
feet.
no, not 20 feet. No, listen, yes, but that's something I can get over. And you can't climb this object, but you can climb this one. All right, whatever. It's this type of game.
Yeah.
What does bother me though is their choice of, you can do all these things, including moving essentially a mountain with your feet. But once you pick up an object that's about the size of your son, who jumps on your back constantly, you walk at a snail's pace. Like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, there's clearly some things that they had to, for emotional reasons, and also for the consistency of what they're trying to do with this game in comparison to the previous trilogy. There's certain moments where you're like, wait a second. Like, in God of War 3, he's able to jump incredible distances and all this kind of stuff. But then there's one room that's like the floor is kind of falling apart. And at the end of that, well, not even at the beginning of that, actually, you have to send Atreus across the room to a certain area to activate like the rune, with the sand and all. It's at most a 20-foot jump away. But he's like, you got to get over there, Atreus. I can't get over there. I'm like, what? Kratos, you can't jump over there? Like, you probably jumped hundreds of feet.
There's scaffolding on the top right over here.
Yeah,
you
like,
can just
what
climb
happened?
over that.
What happened to you, Kratos?
The only actual major thing that I do have a complaint with is the way that they're presenting the gear. Because there is a lot, and while it's nice because it opens things up, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know everybody has different play styles, but I feel like there's a lot of gear that just is pointless. To where, especially later in the game, you're still getting gear that is far underpowered compared to some of the other gear that you get, to a reason, like a point of like, why is this necessary? Like,
For selling.
Well, yes, but at the same time, it's unnecessary, I feel like, in that case.
I think that is really the only purpose of getting that stuff later on, is it's money. It's a hack silver for you to gain from selling those elements. I was with you originally at the beginning. I was not thrilled with the armor and upgrade and all that system, but especially during my 7-hour marathon that I did this past week, I have come around a lot on it. I feel like it just kind of clicked for me suddenly.
Okay.
And I wouldn't consider it a negative for myself anymore, but it started off that way, where I guess you can still consider it a negative, because for a while there it was a little overwhelming, and I wasn't quite getting it. Like, should I upgrade this element even though it's currently weaker than what I have? Should I buy it because if I upgrade it, it becomes better than what I currently have? Should I sell this thing? Like, I couldn't really figure it out, but it started to come together for me finally.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it was definitely at the beginning, like you said, it was a little overwhelming. Now that I understand it a little bit better, though, I think it's a lot of like, okay, like for instance, at the very beginning, or at least towards the later part of the beginning, I had the same armor. past like a few armor sets that they were like, look at this great piece of armor, and they were definitely, the title made it seem like it was more important. Even the armor rating made it more important. But I'm like, no. This would suck, and I would be extremely underpowered had I ever even thought about going to this piece of armor.
Yeah.
Especially with the way, and I think the other thing was too, especially with the way that they want you to use these pieces of armor, but they don't give you the equipment to level it up as readily available for other things. Like
Yeah, some of the stuff is like, it feels like it's taking forever for me to finally be able to get to an upgrade.
There's one thing I have that I need one element of. I just need one element, and I have yet to find it.
Yeah,
and
but to me, I'm enjoying that aspect. Actually, I'm
and
like,
to an extent,
I'm waiting for these things to happen, and I'm excited for.
Well,
when
there's
I
new gear.
find
There's
them.
a new set of armor that I have for both, all three, for chest, waist, and arms that I just got. But I knew I was getting it eventually, just because I had a feeling that that's where it was going, given the story I got earlier.
Yeah, the elements that you're waiting to get, you're like, oh, it's going to be here.
Well, right, and so I'm talking about actually gear itself. So, and I don't have any problem waiting for it. I know when it's going to come, but it's just, it's one of those things where certain things take a little bit too long to.
I can understand that.
And I think like things like, especially like, so they have in there for defense and vitality, but both are very similar to the same thing. Essentially, like,
well, vitality is your health points.
Right. No, I get that, but defense would negate some of the reason for the vitality. So if they kind of
they go hand in hand,
right? And so instead of, but they give you sometimes things for defense and vitality, and then same thing for runic. I don't know. It's just it's some little minor things that realistically, if that's the only thing I have to complain about,
I know
that's nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, that's probably the area that I'm going towards the most for. Like, if I had to complain about something. It would probably be this.
That and the fast travel system. That's the only other thing I think.
Well, it takes a while for it to kick in.
Right, and that's the thing is like, all right, now I go through the door, fine, I'm just going to stand here for 20 minutes. I'm going to go do something else, and I go on my phone.
Yeah.
So I have to go do that instead of just...
I just love being on the boat, so I don't even know if I'll ever use the fast travel system.
When I'm in another realm, a lot of times I'll use the fast travel, or if I'm in the main area but not near the lake.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to J. Ray Bay. He said he's been absent for a while, but nothing's changed. Still the best community around. We're happy to have you back, J. Ray Bay. Happy that you're back to being a sub. Welcome to the Plus One Posse. That's what we call our subscribers now, and we're so happy that you're here, man. Many familiar names. You guys are great. Yes, our community has held strong. New people have joined our community, but the ones that have been here from the beginning, they're still here, man. Still kicking. Yeah. Which is great to see. Otherwise, that's it for me. All I'm playing is God of War, and I'll be continuing to play God of War.
I did play Fortnite.
Oh, Season 4.
I do want to actually bring that up because it is the meteor finally hit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
So what happened?
All right, so essentially the meteor hit. The meteor was basically going to hit for Season 4. So Season 4 has rolled around for the Battle Pass.
Yeah.
The new theme, like last season, it was themed around space. The season before that, it was Halloween, I think.
Okay.
And then, so whatever. So this season now is all about superheroes. The meteor hit and how it's created superheroes.
Oh,
so
okay.
the costumes are all superhero related.
That's cool. I like that.
Everything will upgrade like that. But on top of that, you're allowed to play Fortnite, but others can't.
Johnny, you're totally welcome to play Fortnite.
No, he is not.
Yeah, don't listen to the man. You play Fortnite whenever you want, man. This is your life. Live it.
Doesn't count.
Live your life, man. Don't let somebody hold you back.
But yeah, so yes, it's Fortnite for the Battle Royale has always been free. Anyway, but what's cool is so the meteor hit, but the main impact area was at Dusty Depot, which was those 3 empty warehouse buildings right in the middle of the map. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Dusty Depot. Yeah, kind of.
There were like 3 big airplane hangar type buildings.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So basically hit that. Only one's left. Another one's like in half, and the other one's gone.
Okay.
But it's a giant crater all around it, and then anywhere that the other smaller meteors have hit have impacted the area and created like these little meteor areas. The map has added vehicles and buildings as excavation tools.
Okay.
They changed around some of the other areas of the map as well that weren't doing as well. It's just an excuse to change everything around. But what is really cool is that in the meteor craters, there are these glowing purple stones.
Okay.
That if you grab them, they give you low gravity and you can jump higher. So it's actually adding a new element to the game.
I really like that. I don't think anybody was really saying superheroes. I didn't see anybody saying superheroes. It was a lot of aliens and this and that, something coming down on the meteor.
Okay.
But the idea that the meteor is like coming down and creating like
and creating
Meteor Man.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. I didn't expect superheroes.
It was really smart
but it
the way
makes
they
sense.
did it. Yeah. So I mean I am enjoying this. They changed. There's an area that the 3 of us would oftentimes frequent when we played, and they changed that area around a little bit, but made it a little bit better. Just sucks because it's not going to be as empty now.
Right.
But in general, it's a good update. So
Very cool, man.
Yeah, it's worth playing again.
How much are you playing Fortnite? Is it just like one time this week?
I played once earlier this week. I think I played Thursday for about 2, maybe 3 hours.
Okay.
And that was it. Other than
Nothing
that,
too serious,
God of War.
Cool. Real quick, I saw a shout out to Hitman RX from Jay Raybay because that was the sub gifter for him, and I need to give Hitman RX a shout out because during my 7-hour marathon, he did 12 sub gifts, man. 12. He was one of the main ones that extended that stream because we started at 4 hours and we ended at 6 hours and 45 minutes. So we almost did the full 7 hours. I loved
That's
it.
awesome.
I loved playing God of War. A lot of you guys said it was one of the best streams I've ever done.
And we actually got a message. It's like, hey, listen, this is the best concurrent stream for you have.
That's
for
what
that long period of
I
time.
noticed. Yeah, I went into our stats.
Yeah.
I've never seen us. I could be wrong, but I'm almost 100% sure that we've never hit 30 average concurrent viewers for a game stream. We
Right.
hit it,
Well,
always
oh,
hit
yeah,
it
yeah,
for a
for
talk
this.
show.
Yeah,
we
this is
usually
different.
hover around 50 to 60 average concurrent by the end of our talk shows. But I've never seen us hit 30 on
Go
a
from,
game
like,
stream.
10 or 15 to like 40, and then it'll fluctuate constantly.
Yeah, the fluctuation keeps it usually around the 20 mark, sometimes even lower than that. But what's really crazy about it is this was a 7-hour stream. So there was a lot of potential for dips and all this kind of stuff. But if you looked at that, it was consistent, man. We were 30 to 40 almost the entire night. Only times we dipped low was at the very beginning and the very end when I was wrapping down. And that was the only reason it went down to 31. We
level
probably
down
would
you
have
were
been like
wrapping down?
35. What was that?
Yeah, so that level down, you were wrapping
Yeah,
down.
wrapping down, exactly. So I was really impressed with the showing of support and that you guys stuck around and
Yeah.
watched the full 7 hours. A lot of you there with the whole thing, you guys were there. That was one of my favorite streams I've done in a long time, and it helped me to realize like I can do this full time too. Like when I have to do 6-7 hours a day, I had so much fun doing that. It never got boring. It stayed active the whole time. You guys were active the whole time, and it helped me to realize I can actually do this, because that was one of the reasons I wanted to do that marathon stream. I wanted to see what would it be like to do 6-7 hours straight,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't do if I was full time. I would have that hour break in the middle for lunch. This was 7 hours straight, and I loved it. It was such a great time. So that is very positive for me looking forward. Another thing I want to do real quick is we were shouting it out on our Discord and all that we have a new T-shirt, and we already have one purchase from Tobes and also one from Mike. Mike really liked it too. So I wanted to show you guys what this looks like.
T-shirt's awesome.
This is our new T-shirt here. You guys probably can't tell too well from a distance, but what it is, of course, is our +1 logo, but it is completely created by our emotes, our 12 emotes that we have. So you guys can find that on our store. It's brand new, so go to thelevelupnetwork.com/store. You'll find that on page 4. It's the final T-shirt that we've added. We can't organize yet; it's still in beta, so we still can't organize our shirts yet. We will, of course, do that later on once we have the ability to. But it's also got that Level Up Network tag on the right sleeve as well. And I think this is going to be one of our more popular shirts moving forward.
Yeah, I
so
like this one a
check
lot.
that out on our store whenever you get the chance. Sweet looking. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wasn't sure when I was creating it, like how it would
was
look on
gonna
a
look
shirt.
good, yeah.
And I was like, what color would it look best on? And the first thing I chose was black, and the way it pops on it, and from a distance, it kind of looks just like a cool texture, almost like noise, but in like the way of a +1. But as you zoom in, you realize, oh, it's like all of our emotes. It's kind of a cool touch. So
Nice.
I'm happy that we made that, and that was actually suggested, I think, by Johnny, if I remember right. At least
Yeah, he
something
did
of
say
that
something about
nature.
that,
He
yeah.
said to make things out of our emotes, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. Is let's make the +1 out of our emotes. So there you go. That's another thing for you guys to check out. Let's move on to the official non-gaming portion of the show. It's called The Level Up Show Has No Game. 3 non-gaming topics at 2 minutes each. Are we ready?
Yes.
First up, in TLUS Has No Game. We have been positively surprised by some of the trailers for Solo, a Star Wars movie.
most
It
part.
certainly looks better than we thought it would look.
Yeah.
We're still a little bit down on the guy playing Han. He's not quite
Han.
what we expected.
He's definitely not Han.
But everything else about it is looking pretty cool, especially the action, especially Chewie.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were expecting this to not do near as well as other Star Wars film. For one reason being, people have just been down on it in
Yeah,
general.
absolutely.
And the other reason being The Last Jedi is very polarizing. That usually has a negative effect on the next film in the series afterwards. But it turns out, according to Fandango and all the other, tracking sites, that it is going to be doing very well for Memorial Day opening weekend, so much so it's going to make $170 million. That's a great opening. Man, that's better than Rogue One did, for instance. So, it looks like Star Wars is probably alive and well. Even though a lot of people, I think, want to hate on this, it's still going to do really well.
Someone actually brought it up. If they actually made this movie about Lando as the main character and not Han, I think not only would I, but I think a lot of people would actually be a lot more positive on it.
Yeah, I've heard that many times.
Which I mean, I think that's a big missed opportunity, but that's honestly one of the biggest draws. Between him and Woody Harrelson, I think are the two biggest things.
Yeah. Trying to think of her name. Khaleesi. Can you remember her name?
I should. I know it, but
I'm drawing a blank. Daenerys. Girl plays Daenerys.
Yeah.
She is hit or miss. She has certain times where, wow, the delivery of that line was really lousy. Like, for instance, they had the clip that came out on Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you, and it was a minute-long clip of this scene right here, where he's like, oh, you're 180 years old, you look great, but Daenerys, I'm just going to call her Daenerys, says something along the lines of, like, oh, this isn't going to work, and she goes, definitely will not, and it's just really poorly delivered, Emilia Clarke. And I was like, oof, man, I don't know, that was a... Like, Ron Howard should have been like, yeah, let's do another take of that one.
Right, exactly.
That wasn't so good. But moving on. Number 2, Arrested Development. We are big fans of Arrested Development. But have you watched season 4?
So I started to, and I actually stopped.
It wasn't very good, right?
No,
I didn't like it very much
either. At all.
Well, the good news is that they have recut season 4 of Arrested Development because a lot of people complained about the Rashomon style editing that they did, where it was all these isolated stories that were supposed to interconnect after all was said and done. It went against the format of what people expected based on seasons 1 through 3.
Right.
So the creator, I think it's like Justin Holwitzer, I can't remember his name exactly, but he, over the past while, it's been 3 years since the season 4 came out, he has recut season 4 to be chronological. And is now up on Netflix. It came out on Friday. It's called Arrested Development. I don't have it here. I think it's called Remix, but that has a subtitle too. But it's the only one available now. They actually got rid of the original season 4.
Oh,
you can only watch it this way now.
Right,
it's called Arrested Development season 4 Remix.
So I'm watching through The Office again right now. But we decided that once Michael leaves is when the show is done for us.
It definitely goes downhill a little bit.
Well, because we've watched it before a couple times. Like, I've watched it a couple times. She finally watched through the whole thing last year. So we're watching through it now. So once that happens, I think I'm going to move on and watch this again.
I'm going to give it a shot too. Because I think originally I watched maybe 3 or 4 episodes of OG original, season 4, if you want to call it that.
Right.
And I was with you. It wasn't clicking for me.
Yeah. I was forcing myself to watch it, and I stopped paying attention to how.
Not to tout this as being like on the level of season 1 through 3, because supposedly even with the remix, it's not quite season 1 through 3, but it is an improvement from pretty much everybody I've seen talking about it. So I'm willing to give it another shot. Yeah. And the other part of this that I forgot the name is surprise announcement. Like, this came out of nowhere. Season 5 is like done. They did season 5 and it's coming out this summer.
Holy shit!
They didn't even talk about this. So Arrested Development season 5 is coming this summer. That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
And finally, Marvel is working on its next major hit, probably, let's be honest, there's nothing they can do wrong at this point, is Black Widow, and they're treating it very, very seriously, so much so that they have met with 65 directors to try and find the right choice for this.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I would say. I have to assume it's just because this would be their first time. Well, actually, it would be their second time by the time the film releases, because we'll have Captain Marvel by that point. Mm-hmm. But this is another female Avenger, female heroine that they need to treat with respect. So they are meeting with a lot of directors. A few here that are frontrunners are Mustangs, which is the name of the movie, Mustangs, Denise Garza Gouven, and then you got the writers Chloe Zhao and a United Kingdom's Ama Asante. are among the candidates. I believe all 3 of those are female directors, so it really seems like that's what they're going for, which makes sense. And it was also recently rumored that rather than it being set after the events of Avengers 4 coming out next year, it will likely be a prequel following Nastasha Romanoff approximately 15 years after the fall of the Soviet Union. That would place it around 2006, a couple years even before her appearance in Iron Man 2, which is what we're seeing on screen right now.
it.
Which I love her look in this one the most,
Yep.
with the curly
Because
red
it looks
hair.
a lot more like her in the comics.
Yes.
They definitely try to go like the typical prettier route with with her appearances from
Yeah, they sexualize her a little bit too much in Iron Man 2. Like even this scene
Absolutely
alone,
did.
like when at the beginning, as you might have seen when they're driving. What's the name of Jon Favreau's character?
Happy?
Lucky.
Lucky.
Lucky?
No.
God damn it.
I thought it was Happy.
It's not Happy, is it?
I thought it was Happy.
Happy Gilmore! My God! No, it's not. It's Patches. Lucky.
It's not
Happy.
Patches.
Patches O'Houlihan.
It's not Patches.
It's not Lucky, is it? It's not Lucky.
No.
What the hell's his name?
I thought it was Happy.
It's not-
Thank you.
Is it Happy? Like Happy Gilmore?
I thought it was Happy.
His name
I
is
don't remember.
Happy?
Jon Favreau. I thought it was
Is his
Happy.
name really Happy? It is Happy? Holy shit. I never would have guessed his name was Happy. I knew it was something weird, but not Happy. Happy
No, you're
Gilmore.
crap,
Oh my
Andrew.
God. Well, either way, he's like kind of
Patches.
he's kind of looking in the rearview
Hold on.
mirror
Hold
as
on.
she's undressing.
What superhero would have a
Patches? I think it's
a
pretty
sidekick
badass.
named Patches, and what would that
Patches.
person be?
I feel like Patches would not be a human for one. It would be some like animal sidekick.
Happy Hogan. Thank you.
Happy Hogan. That's what I think of. I think of Hogan. My bad.
No, you don't.
I
Get
do.
the
I
hell
think of
outta
Hogan.
here.
I think of Hogan.
Forehead of security.
Swear -1. Well, either way, the point of what
There
I
we
was
go.
saying is that he's looking in the rearview mirror at her undressing, and it's kind of
Yes.
like
Yeah. Absolutely.
back in the day where so long ago, 2006, where it was a little bit more acceptable to sexualize these women in films. But anyway, guys, it's time for our weekly Trophy War updates. I was waiting for some somberness from Mike. Guys, overall, actually, I thought this was a solid week on both teams. You guys both put in a lot of work, especially certain players on both teams.
Some more than others.
Some more than others, but a lot of people put in a lot of work. And very impressed, especially with my team. Very proud of my team. As I said, I'm a proud papa because we did win this week once again. Let's talk about the scores. So Team Andrew this week scored 60,195 points. This was our best week yet, the first time we've broken 60,000. Team Mike went up a little bit from last week. You guys were around 42 last week, but this week you're at 45,180. So as far as the overall score, that puts Team Andrew at 175,425 and Team Mike about 19,000 under that at 156,300.
Yep.
What do you have to say about that, Mike?
I listen. Actually, to be realistic, I appreciate much of my team. There's some specific people that have tried to go out of their way to do more than they were anticipating, to try to kind of pick up the slack. With some people,
Yeah.
I think it was a lot of people didn't understand what going into this trophy war was going to be. I don't
Shout out
think
to
they
Kelly
realized-
Jellyfish for really stepping up.
Yeah, I don't think certain people needed to. I don't think certain people realized what this was, what this type of competition was. I think they thought it was, just casually, leisurely go through it.
Going harder at the games you typically play. When
yeah.
if you want to win, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with just playing the games you typically play and trying to get the trophies from them. But if you want to win, typically you got to get outside your
You
comfort
gotta go
zone and
right,
play
and
kinda
so and it's
trashy
one of those
games
things
here and
where
there.
I understand that it might be outside the comfort level, but you and I both did it, and we did it for
Yeah.
12 weeks, and it was
Yeah.
not fun.
It's not fun.
And so
Not for
it's
12
one of those
weeks, at
and
least.
especially someone like you, like me, like I'm busy enough, and I don't have as much time to play games, but you have much less time to play the games, and even you were able to stick it up. So it's one of those things where, I'm trying to rally the team, trying to get everybody to understand, like, listen, you might have only so much time and so many games, but there are options for you.
Right.
So it's one of those things where there's certain people that are taking that advice and kind of changing and pivoting their progression and what they're planning to do.
Right.
So to those people, I absolutely do appreciate what you guys are doing. A lot, and for the rest of the team, I appreciate what you guys are doing as well. But I think there's more that we can do, and it's we're all here for you, and we're constantly ready to give you support, and we're constantly offering it. So maybe try to take it up on, take up the support and let us help you.
What I want to say about Team Mike is I'm really happy with the positivity you guys are showing in Battlegrounds. Congratulating people from the other team, or just general positivity throughout the war. Really nice to see that the nature of this battle from Rule 1 at the very beginning has been held strong. You guys are showing that positivity and sportsman behavior. I'm really happy to see that from you guys. And on top of that, you guys are not that far behind. 19,000 is easily overcomable. What would be the right word there? You could overcome that.
Yes.
For sure. In all honesty, we've known from the very beginning that week 4 was going to be the tough one because we know that Rick stops. He's done school on Monday.
You guys have been
we know this. We've been preparing for it. We know Rick is done school on Monday, and as we call it on Team Andrew, we know he's about to enter his final form.
You guys talk about Rick.
We talk about it a lot.
That's so funny.
You guys, there's a lot of people on your team that do amazing, of course. But Rick is big boss, if you want to call him that, and he's about to enter his final form in week 4, and we've been preparing for that, and I'm really proud of my team. You guys are putting in the work, the positivity. This week, Alex Bustos, over 17,000 points.
Yeah, I was looking at the chart.
He's already been MVP, so I can't
Killing
give it to him again, but the highest score total of any player so far in the entire war, except Rick, goes to Alex Bustos this week. And then Lucifer Belmont had 17,000 last week, and he was just barely below that this week with another 16.5. Those guys are killing it.
Yeah.
Guitar Freak, My Dark Passenger, Net Guy, and even, the lower tier guys are still putting in good numbers. Hetman was given to us for free.
Right.
Putting in work. I'm really proud of the balance my team is showing overall. And we could talk about actually the bet from last week, which was how many players are going to score 2,000 points and above. 2,000, a very respectable score. And I'm very proud to say that both Team Mike and Team Andrew had 5 players with 2,000 or above. So that's really great. Especially you guys have 11 players, 5 of those being 2,000 above. We have 14, 5 of those being 2,000 and above. That's very impressive. Really proud of all you guys. And based on that, 10 people being the number that scored that, Silas 33, as we know, Doug, he was the winner of the bet, and he will get the XP. I will award that to him.
Awesome.
The other ones, you lose the XP in your bet. Only
lose.
Silas gets the XP there. So let's announce our MVPs. What about you, Mike? Who's your MVP this week?
My MVP is someone who went outside their comfort level and really tried to put in more work on top of all the stuff that they do in their day-to-day life, including on a time like weekends when they're not supposed to be doing anything but enjoying their free time. They went and go to work, apparently. So, you already know who
I know what you're doing. Yes, I'm getting ready.
So, Kelly Jellyfish 100% takes the cake. She is absolutely someone who, when I have not played a PlayStation console in forever, I have no idea what to do or where to start. I've never been a trophy hunter. This is never anything I do. And bam, out of nowhere, would she get like 50-something hundred points?
She got 5,020 points. Her goal for the week was 5,000, and she just hit that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Why are you shaking? I'm pretty sure that's right. Am I wrong?
The Kelly of Jelly. I thought it was a little more than that.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is 5,020.
Nice.
For me, I have to give it to a guy that has scored considerably high every week. He actually was the highest on week 1, but I talked to him and I told him I would like to give it to Alex this week because even though Alex was a little lower in that week, I wasn't 100% sure that Alex would be able to get that high of a score again because he told us in chat that would probably be his best week.
Right.
Turns out Alex freaking turned it up to 11 this week and scored 17,000. But either way, Alex already got MVP. And I think it's really cool. Net Guy is who's going to get MVP. I'm going to say that right now. And he's been somebody that's been really, really into the war from before it even started, right? And our chats has kind of rallied behind his extreme nature of pushing everybody. He posts links constantly for great deals. He posts videos for PlayStation Plus trophies that people can get. He's on there every day trying to help people find, as you were calling it, the best way, even if you can't afford it,
Right,
or
absolutely.
whatever. He's the guy in the chat trying to find a way for the people that maybe don't have those opportunities to still be able to score. And multiple people in our team this week nominated Net Guy for MVP. He scored over 8,000 points this week, another solid week for him. So 3 weeks in a row now, he's been pretty consistent, 10,000, 8,000, 9,000 around there. So we're going to give 1,000 points to Net Guy 503. Congratulations on MVP, man. I don't think he's here
So
because
much
I didn't
XP.
find him in the chat. But congratulations, Net Guy, on being MVP on week 3. So let's talk about mini punishments. Mike, you didn't do your mini punishment last week. So you're going to have to do it right now.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
So Mike has to do a live karaoke version of Duck Song. I will play the song for you. Don't worry. You don't have to
Oh, good.
do it without
Thank
the
you.
music. I'll give you the music and everything.
Great.
And I'll even give you the lyrics, Mike. All right? You ready for this? You got to give it your all, man. Don't you bullshit this.
Oh, I'm bullshitting the whole
No,
thing.
you do not. You go for it.
You took a tiny sip of a drink you were going to drink
You,
whenever
you were the one who
lost
started
away.
it, man. You,
I
we
didn't
weren't even
start
going to do mini punishments,
anything.
and then you decided to make it a thing. Mini
I had you
punishments.
take a sip of a drink I was having no matter what.
Mini punishments are
That's
now
not
a thing. Mini
punishment,
punishments.
You little baby.
All right. And I have a mini punishment for you this week, too. This is last week's that you didn't do. All right, you ready?
Sure.
Do you know the beginning? I hope you do.
Nope.
Good luck, sir.
All right.
Tell me the duck story.
Ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running his hand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?" The man said, "No, it's all you made. It's cold and fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass?" The duck said, "I'll pass."
Then he waddled
Away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, "Hey, it's a stand. Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?"
The man said,
"No,
like
that's
I
all
said
yesterday. We just sell lemonade, okay?
Why
Why not give it a try?"
The duck
I
said,
said,
goodbye. Then he waddled away.
Oh, you're not
Waddle,
stopping,
waddle.
Mike. You're doing the whole thing.
Then he
You
waddled
just stop.
away. Not.
You're doing the whole thing.
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?" You gotta go down, dude.
The man said, look, this is getting old.
I don't know where I am.
Lemonade's all we've ever sold.
Why not?
Why not give it a go? The duck
The duck said,
how
"How about no?" Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. What the fuck?
Get better.
When the
Duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?"
The
man said, "That's it! If you don't stay away, Duck, I'll glue you to a tree and leave you there all day, stuck. So don't get close."
The
Duck said,
adios.
"Adios." Then he waddled away, waddle waddle.
So long.
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bum 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 bum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any glue?"
What?
What?
Got,
Got
any
any
glue?
glue?
No,
No, where would I? Oh,
Then
there's
one
only
more
one
question for you.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Got any grapes? Bum, 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 bum.
All right, we done?
Okay,
The
fine.
man just stopped. Then he
All
started
right,
to
all right, all right.
We're done.
You did your part.
Yeah.
All right. I have one more thing for you, but I'll wait until after commercial break because I got to go grab something.
All right.
All right. So we got one more mini punishment for you this week. Let's talk about our week 4 big punishments, not mini punishments. What is your week 4 punishment for me, Mike? If you guys win.
You go first. I want to hear yours. I'm very curious because you've been having some trouble. I've
I've
known
had
that for a while.
really tough time figuring out what I wanted yours to be. But based off of what you threw at me last week, that ridiculous thing that, by the way, can't happen exactly as Mike wants, but
we're gonna alter
I'm
it.
willing to compromise and make it work. I wanted to do something similar to that could actually be done on Twitch and not get us banned. So there's one video game cosplay character that I think all of us could agree that you have some reminiscence to.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
No.
No? Chat, anybody see a character that Mike might look like somebody that's at the forefront of gaming right now, maybe? I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kratos.
I thought you were gonna say Lara Croft.
No, not Lara Croft. Guitar freak guy, Kratos. So, live on an episode, I want you.
Congrats.
Oh, you take off the shirt. You've done it before, but we're gonna paint you live. Give you the good red face paint, chest paint, get that swirl on the arm, all the good stuff. Get it in that hair and everything, so it's nice and caked in there, thick. And then you're gonna have to do a karaoke challenge as Kratos in character. And I haven't figured out the song just yet, but I'll tell you that I know what I want to go for, and I want to find a song that has the most number of boys in its lyrics.
Interesting.
And when you sing this song, every time boy is said, you must give me your best. Boy. And then you spend the rest of the show dressed as Kratos. Or at least painted as Kratos.
All right.
You cool with that?
I'm good with this.
Okay.
So as I've given you guys a little idea of, I've had this plan for a while, and this was something that I wanted to make sure not only benefited my team, but your team as well, because they put in a lot of good effort, and I knew they were going to no matter what. So I wanted to make it equal. Drew streams a lot, so I'm not gonna make him do some stupid, 7-hour stream of
I just
some
did
dumb
one.
game.
I just did one.
Let alone the fact that even if we made him play a game, he wouldn't ever play it because Mass Effect is doing so well.
Hey, when I go full time, it's happening.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that whatever I did was something you guys were all gonna feel the repercussions.
Skater Boy's a good one.
That's actually
He was
pretty
a
good.
skater boy. He says, "See you later, boy."
So that's
Perfect.
actually a pretty good one.
Perfect.
My plan is going off of what I gave last week. Now, my original plan was something a little bit different, but I altered it. Because you guys are not going to be able to see Drew live on stream, we're going to incorporate Drew's baby outfit a little bit further, as well as another one. I have picked out another outfit that I don't have the stuff with me for. But when we win, I'll bring them next week and show you guys. But there will be two outfits that you have. There will be two photo shoots. The first is going to be when Kristen is feeding you baby food as a very sad baby, and you are going to have to show that
I'm going to be a very happy baby.
And then the second outfit is going to be you and I, and this photo shoot will be of you in this very degrading outfit that you will have to wear.
Okay.
Basically underneath the foot of myself, donning a cape and a crown as the new Trophy King. Both these photo shoots will be made available and sent out to all participants in certain ways. Your team will get a postcard of you as a sad baby, personalized, saying, "I'm sorry I have let you down."
Okay.
And another one from you with this photo of me over top of you, saying, "Bow to your new king. I am unworthy of your appreciation."
Are you willing to spend the money on the shipping for all these?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
They're postcards. I think we'll be okay.
All right.
And then the other
Stamps are
ones,
pretty
again,
expensive.
will go towards my team. Again, personalized. The baby one saying something personal along the lines of like, "Yeah, this is what you were up against, so even though it was an easy competition, congratulations on the one as me as the king over top of you." So,
Okay. So postcards.
Yeah.
Of me dressed up in multiple outfits. And
Yeah.
I'll look freaking awesome if it happens.
Yeah.
I'll look glorious in my baby outfit.
So, like I said, I wanted you guys to benefit from this as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
All right. I accept. All right. That is all the bets now.
Yes,
all the
we're
punishments.
done.
Do we want to recap the punishments?
yeah, we can go over.
All right. So my punishments for Mike. My first week punishment was pretty simple. Lemon shots. Lemon juice shots.
Yes.
Pretty heavy if you do multiple of them. Might only turn out to be one. It all depends on you, Mike. So we're going to have a round of lemon shots. And I'm going to handpick multiple Borderlands 2 reviews, one of your favorite games of all time. But of course, you can probably imagine the reviews I will pick for you, the user reviews. And you will read these reviews in the most energetic, emphatic, and positive voice possible, even though they will be anything but that. And if you break any way from that character that I want you to play, you will take another shot of lemon juice. That is week one. Week two. Trying to remember now. I remember week 3. Trying to remember week 2.
We'll go back and
week
forth.
2.
Oh,
Okay, good. I remember week 2.
Okay, do go ahead.
Swear. It is exclamation point
Right,
swear.
the swear.
It means that once you've reached rated R, meaning more than one F-bomb or multiple S words or anything sexually suggestive in like the harsh area, like the C word, immediately gets you into the rated R territory, which means after that, exclamation point swear, which calls upon an audio hook in the chat, will cause you to do an electric shock live on stream.
Yep.
All right. That's my number 2. I'll let you
You'll
take...
go with 3 and 4.
All right, 3
We'll
is...
just go with 3 because you just did 4.
Well, let me do them in order of how I revealed them. So my week 3 was... trying to remember now.
Stream.
Yes, getting over it.
Mm-hmm.
So week 3 was a subathon marathon, similar to what I do very often. I will set it up for you. I'll do all the work there. I'll get you the subathon timer. And you will stream getting over it for 4 hours minimum, although subs, tips, and cheers can extend that to a maximum of 8 hours. And during that entire stream, those subs, tips, and cheers will utilize a personal prize wheel that I have created for you, which will contain a lot of new slices that have never been done before.
Nice. I like this.
And finally, week 4, I just announced, which was you being Kratos and singing Skater Boy. I think this is definitely what we're going to go with. I really like Skater Boy a lot.
So mine, you will watch. Oh shoot! What were the 2 movies?
Never Been
Charlie's
Kissed?
Angels and Never Been Kissed.
Yes.
And then you will then memorize 2 pivotal scenes for Drew Barrymore, your favorite actress.
Oh, yes.
And then reenact them with heart and emotion live on stream.
As I will.
Because you love her.
Oh.
Your
about that
second
part.
week was that we
Dressing up as a
switched places for an entire stream.
Mm-hmm.
I dress as you dress as me, and we have to act like that other person for that entire stream.
Once again, you're buying all these materials. I'm not buying a beard. And I'm not buying a bald cap either.
You can shave your head. It's all right. I'm not gonna.
No,
I mean,
no.
you can. It's a lot easier and cheaper. Then week 3 was you will dress up as Baby Andrew.
Yes,
with
we're
a
not doing the
diaper.
shirtless with diaper, but I'm doing something close
Probably
to that.
like Baby Tommy. like
We'll
from-
see. I don't know about that either.
No, you're doing that.
I'm not doing a diaper. That's where I
Why?
draw the line. I'm not doing a diaper because that is where the line is drawn.
No, we're not doing it live on stream. That's why. We're not
No,
doing it
we
live
got
on
to do
stream.
it live on stream. It's not worth it if we don't do it live on stream.
Yes, it is.
You going on YouTube? No, the fun of it is if it's live. I think people would much prefer seeing it live and everybody reacting to it live than me
Fine.
being in a diaper and putting it live on
Fine,
up on
we'll
YouTube,
do-
which
we'll
also
pivot.
I'm not sure would be okay. I'm not sure that would even fly on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would. Trust me, I'm almost certain.
That's borderline fetish stuff, man.
You are fetishizing it by going this route of it. It
I'm
is
just telling
for
you,
a practical joke.
If you want it to be the best it can be, you will do it live on Twitch and you will listen to my suggestion on how to do it. I promise you it will still be hilarious.
We'll see. Anyway, it's going like that, where Drew will dress up as a baby, and his wife will prepare and feed him his most hated foods as pureed baby food,
Yes.
which is also...
Don't be so sure it'll be terrible. I think it'll be awesome.
and then finally, like I just said, the image that I just described, as well as the image of myself reigning over Drew as a new Trophy King. when
Postcards.
Drew wears a goofy outfit will be sent to you guys as postcards. Someone said,
And Mike will buy the stamps.
Do people want you to know where they live? We're just going to send it out to you. I'm not even going to give our address. It's going to be sent from a post office.
Okay.
Yeah, with no return address. So it's
Gotcha.
just going to be sent to whatever address you say. So.
Okay. There you go. Those are the 4. All right, guys. Congratulations again on another great week in the Trophy War. A lot of you guys are putting in a lot of work, and we see it. We appreciate it. Very proud of many of you. All right. We are going to do the first wheel spin segment of the night. We got a bunch to do, actually. Let's take a look here at what we got.
Right,
Look at
Andrew
my-
did shake on the thing last week, but it's okay.
I
We'll take
shook
it.
on it saying that I needed to contact Twitch and see if it
Yes,
was
you
okay, and it is not. So there you go. It is only okay if it makes sense. Like Mike's trying to be like, oh, dress up as Tommy. That still doesn't put it in the context of a site like Twitch. It would have to be something like cosplaying as Kratos. That can skirt the line enough where it's like, oh, he's a video game character. He's dressed up as Kratos. and all he has is his shirt off.
We're making it. You can do it under.
The problem is the diaper, really, more than anything. That's where what's really gonna mess it up. Which is why what I suggested is still good and still accomplishes the baby aspect. All right, let's go to our stuff here. We got a bunch to go through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they were at the beginning. Alex Bustos was the first of the night with a tier 2 19-month resub. Thank you so much for continuing with your support, Alex, and staying as a member of the Plus One Posse. Hurrah! This one is for you. First up on the prize wheel, it has spoken, and it says 10 XP to the entire room.
Mm-hmm.
It does. 10 XP to the entire room. I'll do that, Kelly. I got the macro for it. Way to go, room.
Way to go, room. This one's for Nerd Stash with a rate of 18.
Yeah, very nice.
1 month of special thanks.
Awesome.
There you go. Well deserved.
Kelly, are you in the chat? Could you put that on the outline, please? I didn't send her the outline. I got it. I forgot to send her the
I'll
outline.
put it in. Don't worry about it.
You got
keep
it?
going.
Yeah, so we got 1 month of special thanks for Nerd Stash. Next up, this one is for Hitman with that huge stagger. Massive stagger. Another 10 XP. That goes to Hitman alone. Kelly, if you could please give Hitman 10 XP. Next up, we had all the stagger stuff, which is just a part of the stagger. But we also had, let's see, Dirty Habanero gifted one to Nate Dogg. So this one is for Nate Dogg. I'm putting on a costume for Nate Dogg. You got it, Nate Dogg. Next up, we got Henry DJP, who was gifted a sub by Guitar Freak. Welcome to the Plus One Posse, guys. This one is for Henry DJP. And Mike, you were also putting on a costume. We're doing both costumes. Okay. And then Reborn Again Gaming resubscribed for 3 months now. This one is for you. Way to go, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Ooh, the porn stash is coming out. Next up, we got Jay Raybay. Jay Raybay with the gifted sub from Hitman. This will be the last one. And it is a custom welcome message, I believe. Yes, custom welcome message for Jay Raybay. That means whisper me, Jay Raybay, with what you want the chat bot to say when you come into the room. And that'll last for a full month. All right. We're going to go to commercial break. I'm going to get Mike's next part of the mini punishment. Just a small thing. It really is very small. It's not what I wanted it to be exactly, but it's the best I could do for today.
Boo, you
All right, let me pause this. All right, who do we got in the chat here? Let's give it to... Oh, this shit just happened. Got a message. Where's my chat again? Let's go with Henry, DJP. Hold on tight, Henry. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be back in approximately 90 seconds. Give me a little bit of extra time here. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 215. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you enjoy what you see here at any point, please hit that heart button here, twitch.tv/levelupshow. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get alerts when we go live, since we're on 5+ days a week. On top of that, the prize wheel is active, as you guys just saw. Went through a bunch of wheel spins. You can get into the next segment in 30 to 45 minutes by doing anything worth $5 or more. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, sharing, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more, sub priming with Twitch Prime, whatever you want to call it, and finally sub gifting. Also gets you into wheel spins. Thank you so much to everybody that supported us in the last segment. We got a lot of support there, especially from Hitman with that big stagger. Thank you so much for that. All right, so
real quick,
yeah.
Just so you know, far Thunder, we're not all counting on Rick as the sole member of the team. I just want to make sure that's known.
He's just your top leader.
Well, he's absolutely
your top
lead, but there are other people. Right? Yeah, he's definitely the top earner, but
yeah, I think we've just been looking at Rick and what he's been able to earn in weeks 1 through 3, especially this week, still earning almost 20,000 with finals. He had finals this week. He's off next week, essentially.
Right.
So we're trying to think, okay, what can Rick do next week realistically, and how do we combat that? How do we
and that's smart, and that's what you need to do, because he is a he is a heavy hitter.
He's a heavy hitter. He's one of your heaviest hitters. He is your heaviest hitter.
Yeah, I think doesn't he like pretty much outperform your top 1 and part of your 2 tier combined?
He at the first week he did, but our second and third week our team stepped up, man. Alex and Lucifer especially stepped up to the point where they're not that far behind Rick. They are a little
but you
low,
gotta remember
but not that
too,
far.
like I think our tier 2 was performing at your tier 2 levels or a little bit higher, and I think our tier 3 was kicking it up a notch too, and then Johnny, our tier 9 guy.
I think our team didn't really even kick into high gear until week 2 when they saw what was possible in week 1.
I just want to make sure it's known that it's not we're just relying on one person. He's just
no, of course not. 61 people in the room. Thank you so much to everybody who joined. Let's see if we can get to 70 again.
Yeah.
Share that show, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you can. Share it around. Let's see if we can get into 70s. I'll do an extra wheel spin if we get to 70 viewers, guys. So keep sharing that show. We're going to do the next mini punishment. And it's not exactly what I wanted because it's not technically the right form for doing this. But Mike, you've been iced.
It's not even the same thing.
No, it's not. Not at all. I really wish I had a Smirnoff Ice. I was looking all over the place. I really wanted Smirnoff Ice. But you're getting down on your knee. We're doing it the right way. I'll do free cam for you. We're doing a chug. No breaks. All of it.
So glad I'm driving home in a little while.
You'll be fine. It's one beer.
I know.
One beer. You can do it. All right, Mike. Get on that knee. All right, go! Chug, 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 chug. Keep going, buddy. You can do it. Oh, it's gonna be all foamy. Your stomach's not gonna feel so good after this. You all right?
It's so much carbonation.
Exactly. That's the problem. Got in the beard. A little foamy.
In the beard?
You're tearing
Yeah,
up.
no, I am. It's the carbonation.
It's the carbonation. It's just the carbonation, guys. He's
Yeah,
crying,
Bud Light.
crying tears for his loss this week.
Yep.
Go, Mike. Good job, man. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Impressive showing. Impressive chugging.
Much better doing it with that than the Smirnoff Ice.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I would
Even
think that would
though
be
it's Bud Light.
worse because it has the carbonation.
No, so Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, but it doesn't
it's
have, like, that
sweet and
foaminess.
It's super cold.
It
gets
is.
colder. So it gets colder, and it's so sweet that it's just a ton going on. Yeah.
Okay. I would be bothered by the
No,
foaminess.
thanks.
I can't stand having all that foam.
There was
in my
actually not that
stomach.
much foam in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
for
feel
you.
it at all.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Way to go. Showing
Where are you putting that?
I thought I was going to put it here, but it's actually a little bit too tall. Just a little bit. How about this one? There we go.
There it is.
Fits at the top. All right. Way to go, Mike.
Gracias.
Now a Vegemite chaser. says-
Nope. Hard.
It's a mini punishment. I don't want to overdo it because he didn't even want this, but you were the one who kind of started the ball rolling with
Yeah,
mini
yeah,
punishments.
yeah,
so
yeah.
we couldn't stop. We have to keep it going. Just one more week. All right. Moving on. Let's get into the level update. This is our weekly discussion of the week's biggest gaming industry news. First up in the level update, I think we're about to have a heated debate, as we always do when we talk about Life is
What did you
Strange
say?
and its endings. So, kind of a spoiler alert for Life is Strange. If you guys haven't played it yet, we're going to be talking about the two endings because there's a new comic coming out based on Life is Strange following one of the two endings. There's two specific names, one called Bay and the other one called Bay, but one of them spelled B-A-E and one of them spelled B-A-Y. And you can probably ascertain from that what it means for the end of the game. Well, this one is following the Bay, B-A-E ending, meaning you are choosing Chloe.
Gross.
And it's going to... Let's see here, let me read it. It's an upcoming Life is Strange comic series will continue the story beyond one of the game's heartbreaking endings. Life is Strange Dust takes the saga of Max and Chloe into a new and uncertain future. Clearly, the comic will follow the Chloe or Bay ending with B-A-E of Life is Strange, where players sacrificed Max Caulfield's hometown of Arcadia
Boo,
Bay
heathens.
is opposed to sacrificing Chloe. And the quote here says, no matter which ending you choose, this deep dive into Max and Chloe's potential future will thrill, shock, and surprise you all over again. Comes out on December 4th. Mike, lead the way with this one, man, because you're on my side. I'm so happy we don't have Greg and Dean here
Right?
to mess us all up.
Listen, you can have feelings for somebody, but Dean, for someone who claims to be this great superhero, he would be terrible in this situation given his choice in this situation.
Right, man.
Like, no, you don't choose your lover over an entire town of people, you freaking mass murderer. Like,
Right,
that's
man.
essentially what you're doing. Like, get out of here. No, there's only one real ending, one right ending, and that is where, say, sorry, bye, it's not you, it's me, really, it's actually you. Sorry, not sorry, you're dead.
And the creator of the game has even echoed this in pretty much implying, yeah, the right ending is Arcadia Bay. And you can tell that by the effort put into the Arcadia Bay ending as opposed to the Chloe ending, which is really short, doesn't have near as good music.
Right.
It's just clearly an afterthought in comparison to the work they put into the Arcadia Bay ending. But that being said, there's really nowhere else to go after the Arcadia Bay ending.
No.
Like, things are fixed.
Yeah, everything's good.
What's his
You're
name
done.
goes to prison. Everything goes back to normal.
I mean, you have to deal and cope with killing off your
Yes,
lover.
but she was supposed to die originally anyway. You changing that at the beginning is what caused everything to go into disarray in the first place.
Right.
So it just goes back to the status quo that she was meant to die. And you weren't there to ascertain with your time travel abilities. But if you went with that ending, like, where do you even go after that? There's nowhere really to go. But the Chloe ending allows you to be like, what are the ramifications of what they did? How do they cope with the fact that they just allowed thousands and thousands of people to die, including, let's not forget, Chloe's mom? Like, they let her die.
Yep.
Like, what? They just let her die? What? Chloe's mom was a nice person. You let her die? Just unbelievable. Okay. Well, anyway, there's more to go into there. And I hope they do go into that. Like, I hope they feel extreme guilt over what they just did.
Quote, Guitar Freak, wouldn't you sacrifice for yourself for your best friend? So, Drew, I care about you. And because I care about you, fuck Danielle, fuck my daughter, fuck your wife, fuck your baby, fuck your unborn baby.
Swear count.
All of them.
All them up. There's like 6 right there.
You're the only person that matters.
Oh, and by the way, I'm telling you that I want you to kill me.
Right.
Because Chloe tells Max, kill me. So I'm telling
No,
you.
I want to kill everybody else. I want you to live.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to you and your final wish. I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to be stubborn and let everybody else die. No big deal.
Also, spoiler alert for Life is Strange.
Yeah, we already said that. We already said that.
Okay,
We said at the very beginning that we'd be talking
All right.
spoilers. Yeah, I totally said that. It's been a while, guys. That game's been out for quite a while. I think we've reached that. It's been like 3 or 4 years at this point since Life is Strange came out.
3.
3.
That's right, Mike. F them all.
I just don't really like. A lot of people say stuff like, "There's no way of guaranteeing that killing Chloe would stop the tornado from happening."
Right.
It's like, why would you even assume otherwise? Like, what's even the point of the game if they decided not to go that route? The whole point is that messing with fate by saving Chloe fucked everything up. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you're supposed to deal with fate. Like, this is what was meant to happen. You can't change it. That was the point. So I just don't understand people that have that argument.
Nope.
Either way, I do understand why they're going this route though with the comic,
I like it.
and I'm interested to see if they go the right route and make Max and Chloe feel like heartless pieces of shit that they are. Because they should like that.
Watch they retro fix everything. And at the end of the comic, they go back and Chloe's like, "Listen, this is what you have to do. You have no choice. You're killing me. You're going back in time that hard."
What would make me extremely happy is if they didn't do any of that and Chloe just dies naturally, and it once again proving that you can't dodge fate. Because every time you save Chloe in Life is Strange, she keeps dying, trying to tell you, Final Destination style, there's no way to stop death.
Yep.
Let it happen. It's supposed to happen. But, obviously, let's kill everybody in Arcadia Bay and try one more time. And then she'll just and then at the end of the comic, she just dies anyway. That would be the total way to do it. I'd be like, suck it, haters. She was supposed to die, and now everybody in Arcadia Bay died on top of that.
There's
for
a
no
car
reason.
crash and you're in a coma for a year.
Yeah,
and
like-
it's too late for you to go back in time.
That's what they should do, man. I
Right?
swear to God, they really should do that. I would laugh my ass off. All right. Well, anyway, I want to see what people voted for there. I didn't actually get to check the poll results. Yes, Bay is the right ending. Thank you. Arcadia Bay is the right ending. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Mike, you're up with the next story.
I am. Phil Spencer is working to get Japanese publishers on their E3 stage. Interesting.
It
Game
is
Informer
interesting.
writes, after being asked about Japanese RPGs on Microsoft's E3 stage, Xbox boss Phil Spencer replied today that the company hopes to support Japanese partners on stage at E3. The question gets asked in some form or another every few days to Spencer, who actively
Yeah.
communicates with fans over Twitter. This time, Spencer answered that the company is going to be similar to last year with regard to the E3 stage. Quote, "Are we going to see RPG on another say this year, Phil?" Phil replied, as of now, yes, things can change, but like last year, I wanted to make sure we support our Japanese publishers on our stage, and this year we are working to do the same. It is important to us. In reference to last year, Japanese games on the Microsoft stage included Code Vein and Dragon Ball Fighters from Bandai Namco, as well as Life is Strange Before the Storm, if you want to count it since it technically is a Square Enix game. It seems that Spencer is saying they'll have at least that this year, assuming nothing changes.
What do you think? I put a poll in the chat. How many Japanese publishers / developers, whatever you want to call it, will they have on stage?
I would say games developed by an actual Japanese-based team, 2. And that's it.
Yeah, I think I would agree.
I'm not talking about publishers. I'm talking about games total. Because Life is Strange, I wouldn't count.
Yeah, I wouldn't count Life is Strange either.
It's not a.
That's Nod.
Right. It's not anywhere close to that.
Yeah, we're talking about like actual games that appeal to Japanese audiences.
Yep. So I would say
like a Final Fantasy or a Devil May Cry or Resident Evil even would be fine. Like Capcom, Resident Evil, like those would be true.
Especially if we're going off
answers to
of
this.
what's supposed to be revealed at Microsoft's conference, they won't need the Japanese-based publishers.
I can see why they want to have at least 1 or 2 on stage just to be like, yeah, we got those
We
Japanese
did it.
guys in there.
We're all inclusive, guys.
Yeah.
You don't need a PlayStation for that.
But as for you guys, you're voting 2 as well. 2 is the top vote right now. Not surprised to see that. All right. Moving on. We got a real quick one here for you. We found out the May 2018 Twitch Prime games. They've been increasing the amount that they're giving away. It's really cool. It's becoming sort of like a PlayStation Plus or a Games with Gold as time goes on. And it makes me wonder if eventually Amazon Prime games, you know how they have their own studios, if they could start including some of these AAA titles in Twitch Prime as giveaways. But this month, one of my favorite games on PC that I played and streamed. Don't do that. I always hear that in my headphone. Yeah. Gone Home is one of the best walking simulators I've played, and it will be free this month for Twitch Prime. You also have Psychonauts, which is a cult classic, one I've never played actually, but I would really like to get around to. You also have a game called High Hell, I Hope, Cluster Truck, and Titan Souls. Haven't heard of any of the last 4. I'll be honest.
Cluster Truck,
yeah, I've
you've
heard
of.
Cluster
Psychonauts, you definitely heard
Yes,
of,
I've
and
heard of
Titan Souls, you have heard of, and we even covered it on E3 or another
Titan Souls,
thing.
not really.
But it wasn't what we were thinking of. It was like I think it's a roguelike, if I remember right.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what it is, but we have covered it before. We've talked about it before.
So either way, I mean, can't really complain no matter what about them giving away 6 free games with Twitch Prime, on top of the fact that you guys can sub to our channel for free right now with Twitch Prime.
So Turtle Power brought up Prime to 120. Yeah, it's being brought up to 120 bucks. I'm going to talk about this real quick because there's a lot of people that are being negative. Well, yes, it's always annoying to see something that you pay for go up in price. One PlayStation Plus went up $10. Over the course of a year, everybody kind of went up in arms. So this is going up $20. So I'm going to say the same thing I said to you guys. If you have a negative thought on this, it is going up $20 for a year, which, don't get me wrong, it went up 4 years ago, but it is now the price of $10 a month. And if that is something that you cannot justify spending, then you should not have Prime to begin with in the first place.
And let's not also call it Twitch Prime for $120. It's Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
You get a lot more than just Twitch Prime for $120.
You have the video, you have the audio, you have
Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Amazon series is going to be coming pretty soon. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Mike, go ahead.
Next up, so I want to adjust the story a little bit, but you have it written as Cory Barlog planned out 5 more God of War games.
That's not the one I wanted you to do.
Oh, I thought it was.
Well, since we don't have Kelly here, you're just going.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I didn't see D. D, final E3 booth layouts show big changes for certain publishers. The noticeable changes are Microsoft is absent because they've moved from their stage and booth to a completely different building, which is, I think, is it called the Microsoft building?
I can't remember, but it's their
Microsoft
own stage.
bought their own building,
right?
So that they could do the press conferences, which we actually thought last year when they bought it, they were going to start using for a PlayStation Experience type show that they never did because they're dumbasses and apparently don't know how to rake in easy money.
Right.
So that was dumb. Square Enix is at least double the size of last year's booth, which is crazy. Which definitely means that they have stuff to show.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people keep saying like there's no way they're doing FF7 remake.
No, but
This
it's
is a
definitely gonna be a lot
big
of Kingdom
booth,
Hearts.
though. It's possible. I mean, I'm not even sure Kingdom Hearts 3 would justify this large of an increase in their booth. It's
No,
possible.
it's gonna be Kingdom
if
Hearts
you take
3.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe it's enough. But this gives me
And
a
Final
little bit
Fantasy
more
15.
hope. This
And
gives
I
me
think
a
it's
little
gonna be
more
a
hope.
little bit. I think you're gonna get a large presence of Kingdom Hearts 3, and then smaller presences of Shadow, of Kingdom Hearts, or I'm sorry, of Final Fantasy Remake, of Final Fantasy 15, and then there's something else I feel like.
Well, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, if you didn't
Yeah, it's
name that.
Shadow, Final Fantasy 15, and Final
You
Fantasy
could even
7.
do Realm Reborn, having its next expansion. They might
Yeah,
announce that.
yeah, so they'll do
Announce
that. Yeah, so that was the other one. So
Let me put it this
absolutely.
way. My original percentage chance of 7 Remake being at E3 this year is probably like 10%. I think I've upped that to about 30% now.
Interesting.
I'm a little more optimistic after seeing the size of Square's booth. It's double the size of last year's. It's much bigger.
Now, Bethesda is also considerably larger, but even nicer, Capcom is considerably larger, which is nice because Capcom was on a downward spiral for a while. So that's actually really nice to see them coming back up again. So having a bigger booth is really nice. And
Do you agree it's probably Devil May Cry 5?
Oh, it's absolutely got to be around that too.
I would think that's what it
definitely
is.
part of it. I think they're trying to boost their people's thoughts on their fighting games again, especially after the Marvel vs. Capcom fiasco that they've been having. Because it is a fiasco. They're not even at ESO.
That's another one to name. A good point. Avengers is
Yes.
a possibility.
So that's a big one. So that's another big one as well. And wasn't Square Enix? Wait, Square Enix was working on Avengers, and Capcom was working. No, yeah, that's probably why Square's booth. Yeah, deep down from Capcom. Maybe.
I'm not sure that's still alive.
Right, I don't know what's going on with that game or why it's taking this long to come out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it doesn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks like it's a harder game, but it doesn't look like it's that hard of a game to develop. So there's definitely some issues where somebody did something they weren't supposed to with that game. But yeah, so Bethesda being bigger, it says considerably larger. Now people are talking about it being the Doom movie, which we talked about weeks ago, I think. People are also talking about it being Doom 2. What if it is the Elder Scrolls announcement?
I would go nuts, man.
Oh,
I want to
would.
get back into that franchise.
I would. You need to get into that franchise for the first time because you barely played Skyrim.
I loved Oblivion.
Right. Oh,
I went
that's
through
right,
all of
that's right,
Oblivion.
yeah,
I loved
yeah.
it.
So-
And this game would likely come out very late this year, or maybe even next year when I go full time. So I would actually have the time for it. So I would love to get into an Elder Scrolls again with a full time schedule. That would be the best. So I'm totally on board with that. Another one here that I didn't write down: WB Games is small, but much bigger than you would expect for a studio that literally has nothing listed for E3 other than Lego Incredibles. So why do they have a booth even that large if all they have is Lego Incredibles? Do we finally get the next Rocksteady game announcement?
We could, but I doubt it. I think it's going to be all about Lego Incredibles and the other Lego games. I think they're going to kind of really push the marketing because E3 is only about a week or two before Incredibles 2 comes out.
Yeah.
So they're really going to try to maximize on that because it's going to be a lot of cross connection with the same type of people that would go see the movie.
You guys, 5 votes for Ubisoft being the top showing from third party.
They were last year, weren't they?
They were for me.
Yeah, I think they were
for
last
sure.
year, yeah.
Yes, I would agree with that. They're supposedly they're going to have a very strong focus on For Honor, actually. Maybe an expansion or something like that. Which I'm not too thrilled about because I don't care at all about For Honor.
I know like Derek's been streaming it a lot lately too still.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just it doesn't interest me, so I hope they don't spend too long on that.
Yeah.
I would like to see them do other things to focus on, but like Splinter Cell, for instance.
That would be top for me.
Yeah, I would love to see Splinter Cell become my new Metal Gear Solid.
I really hate that they haven't remade. Oh, Division 2. That's gonna be a big focus.
Yeah, that will of course. Yeah.
But no, Blacklist, it was a very big missed opportunity for a lot of people to play.
Yeah.
And I think anybody that uses services like PS Now or has the PS3 should absolutely go and play it.
It did come out on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
It was an Xbox exclusive.
It was on PlayStation.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, moving on. The story that Mike was about to read. Let's talk a little bit more about God of War. Corey Barlog has said that 5 more games in the franchise are in planning and actually have been planned in some capacity by him, maybe just to like a very basic, story arc. Like, these are the milestones we hit, whatever. This came as part of a interview with Kotaku, where Jason Schreier asked him, so how much of the future game plan do you have mapped out? Corey said 5 games. So that's 25 years? Is that what you're prepared for? He asked Jason. And he said, no, I want to figure out how to make these things faster, man. Which Jason then asked, how can anyone make these things faster? Corey said, I think this one, a big portion of the 5 years was we had to start from scratch. We had a core engine, but we really redid a lot of stuff. The previous God of War games, when we went from God of War 1 to 2, the core engine was there, and aside from the fact that the combat design team told me, we're just going to do a little rewrite of the combat engine. Don't worry, in a couple of months we'll be back online. A year later, we finally built our first character in God of War 2. It was the most stressful time ever because they kept saying, just another month. It's like doing construction on your house. Don't worry, another week, another week. In related news, also, God of War is the fastest selling PlayStation 4 exclusive of all time with 3.1 million in just 3 days. To put that in perspective, Uncharted 4 did 2.7 million in its entire first week of 7 days, if I remember right.
Yep.
So this is a freaking juggernaut.
Absolutely.
As it should be.
As we said earlier, this is the best game of the generation.
I would agree. As of right now, I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
But it's really cool that he is thinking about the future, even if he's not the director on it.
Right.
I don't know how this game ends yet. I haven't gone there yet.
Yeah.
But knowing like he was developing this game with a story in mind, and knowing like the game plan of it all for potentially 6 games, it's like when a showrunner, goes into a TV series knowing what each season is going to be as far as like the milestones map goes.
Right.
Like, for instance, Lost, they had the first 3 seasons planned. They didn't have the last 3 seasons planned because ABC didn't give them a time frame. Then once they got that, then they planned the last 3 seasons. Mm-hmm. That's why there's this big shift from 3 to 4 in like not quality, but in like what the show is trying to do.
Exactly.
And like it's always good to have that cohesive feel, and that's what we're talking about here. Corey has a plan, and I'm excited to see even if he's not the game director, whoever he gives it off to, I'm excited to see what they do with that plan.
Right, exactly. He didn't, I mean, you saw the quote in there. He has ideas for the 5 games. That doesn't mean there's definitely going to be 5 games. Those stories can intertwine.
It's not like he has it all storyboarded out, like it's not that to that
It
degree.
does frustrate me. I hate sensationalism in journalism, and, that was a big thing for me this week. So I kind of wanted to pivot and talk about that because it was really funny. Like, I remember he had, I think Jason Schreier actually went out. It was like, it's really entertaining to see these people, take one sentence of an entire interview and run with it and kind of warp it into what they want to do. So however they can use it to get more clicks and more ad revenue, they use it. And it's like every single website you saw after he posted this interview that he did with Cory Barlog, IGN, GameSpot, all these other companies are like, Cory Barlog has 5 more God of War games are coming. Or something along those lines.
Confirmed,
like,
5 more God of War games.
Right. And it's like, come on, guys.
That's
like,
not
really?
what he said.
That's not.
He said he's got an idea for how he wants the series to go.
Right,
for
and that
potentially
was
5 more
years
games.
ago when they talked about the future of quote unquote video games journalism. How it was going to go.
Yeah.
We're unfortunately in the darker timeline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is definitely the route that they were not supposed to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
and who's to say that his ideas will be what it happens? He might have this game plan, but that doesn't mean that Sony Santa Monica or the next game director is going to choose that route, just in the same way Ryan Johnson was like, F you, J.J. Abrams, I'm going to take everything you did and shit all over
Now
it.
what?
Yeah.
Also, real quick, Reborn Again Gaming, I honestly can say I don't know if The Last of Us 2 will hit me in the same way that this game is hitting me.
It all depends. It's
does.
tough
It's a different
because
game.
the fact that they're going with more of a theme of hate makes me feel like I might not connect with it on the level that I did with The Last of Us, being about the love of a father and surrogate daughter, if you want to call it that. I'm not going to connect as much with hate as I will with love. I'm just not that kind of person. But that's just the theme. Who knows what what surrounds that? If we're going to encounter Ellie's mother and we're going to get a mother-daughter relationship, and there could be a lot to this that we don't know about yet.
Also, Rick brought up something that I've talked about before. God of War, let's just say the next entry. Egypt.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be totally... like, after Norse mythology, I'd be totally cool with Egyptian mythology.
Can you imagine going up against, like, Anubis?
Like Osiris, Anubis? Yeah. Oh, 100%. It would be badass. 100% badass. And I'm pretty sure Corey even said Egyptian was brought up in all their meetings. And, even brought up when they were thinking about where God of War would go next, when they were thinking Norse. I think Egyptian was something that was in their mind. So very cool. And finally, just a tiny little thing that I was posted on our Discord today. I believe by might have been Scoozy. I'm trying to remember, but we got a leaked image, supposedly, of the PS4 Pro bundle for Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I have it up here. Oh, I must have pressed that by accident. Did I skip it? Oh, I forgot to I don't have it up on screen. It's not in the video. I thought I exported that, but I didn't. It is entirely red, but it's got a little bit of texture to it, like a bump texture, almost like his suit.
What was it in gaming?
Yes, it's literally red, like what we've seen a lot already from them. You know, like the Steelbook art. Now it's just red with the logo. That's pretty much what the PS4 Pro bundle is. It is the red background, spider logo, and the PlayStation symbol in the corner. But the cool thing, in my opinion, is that it has a texture to it. There you go. If you look closely, and the controller is a really nice red.
Rick said, "Rick, I'm agree. Oh my god, I'm getting this.
Yeah.
I was gonna get the God of War one.
You know what? Go up to the camera and show it up.
Do this.
Oh, that'll work. Yeah. Let's do free
I was
cam.
about to do that.
Go ahead. If you guys can see that, but it's got like a bump texture to it, and even the controller, you can see it's not just red; it also has the blue face pad and the buttons, the face buttons, all that. It's not going to focus. That camera doesn't focus.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see the texture.
Yeah, it's got a texture to it. Controller's a disappointment, really? I like
I
like
agree
the
with
red
them.
and blue.
It's not my favorite, just because of how stark it is.
You want me to go back?
Yeah. Johnny, it's in the gaming section of our.
It's on our Discord. You guys can find it there.
I don't like how stark. Like it's just the entire pad is blue. Like they couldn't make it fade any better.
I mean, that's the way the suit is, though. It doesn't fade. It's delineated clearly on the suit between blue and red. So I feel like that's why they went with that.
I don't love it either for the controller, but I love the system itself.
Decent, says Gravy Biscuits. I think it's pretty cool myself. I like it.
I was gonna get the God of War one. I was gonna sell my PS4 regular and get the God of War one, but I'm kind of happy I didn't.
Okay.
So maybe I'll make that my birthday present.
Yeah, the God of War one grew on me.
Even better, I'll make it my birthday present from me to me.
There you go. That sounds very nice.
Done.
That thing is gonna kill, though. I think the PS4 Pro bundle and Spider-Man in general is gonna be huge seller,
Yeah.
man. Oh my god.
When do you think it's coming?
Nuts.
Wait, did they say? No,
I thought
no.
we knew.
Oh, they did. They
It was
said September. I forgot about that.
September.
Yeah, that's right. I
7th?
forgot.
September 7th. I
Yeah,
want
something like that.
It's something along those lines. Early September.
Yeah.
So not that far away, really. Just like very, very
This
end of
year's gonna be
summer.
great.
Very, very end of summer, guys.
No.
Not yet fall. Not yet fall. Very end of summer.
September 8th and on is fall.
Son of a bitch. God of War one was sold out, so I got a plain PS4 Pro. Yeah, the God of War bundle I heard is a little tough to find. It's selling for a lot on eBay and some other locations. All right, and that is the level update. As I said, we don't have a long level update this week. It's a short one, just those 6 short stories. No rapid fire. That's why it's going to be. Although we found a way to give the show some meat.
Yeah.
We always do. Somehow we always find a way to make these short shows.
12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock already, yeah. But we don't have that much more to do besides Red Dead and a few other short things. Let's do wheel spins. I feel like I forgot something, though. Did I? No, we didn't do a subscription gift giveaway yet, so we're good there. All right, I think we're good. I thought I forgot something. All right. Let's do wheel spins if we have any. Let me make sure we even have any. I don't think we do. No, we don't. No wheel spins this segment. Once again, guys, anything worth $5 or more will get you a spin of the prize wheel. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more, and any kind of sub you can do. That includes Prime and sub gifting. And there's one more wheel spin segment at the very end of the show once we go through the Red Dead Redemption talk. Oh, I remember what I want to say. Discord, because we brought it up. I'm going to post a link in the chat. Please, we got almost 60 people in the room. If you are not yet on our Discord,
It is blowing up.
get on there. Got a lot of people joining our Discord, a lot of conversation going, whether it be on movies or gaming or politics sometimes even. There's channels for everything on there, and we would like to keep it even more active. It's the best way to keep in touch with us when the show is not live, and also keep in touch with the community when the show is not live. So please go to discord.gg/levelupnetwork. It's also the way that you would learn about Trophy War and take part in Community Question of the Week and On the Spot, and any other community-focused thing is pretty much through our Discord. And now we get to move on to part of our topic of the week. We're going to react first to the trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2, something I have not actually watched yet.
Oh, that's right. We didn't watch that. I know. What else didn't we watch? We both didn't watch something, I thought, this week.
I don't know. This is the only trailer of the week I have in the outline. I didn't put
I thought there
anything
was
else.
another trailer that we were supposed to be watching tonight. There was, and we both said that we weren't going to watch it until this weekend, and I can't remember what the hell it was.
I thought it was Red Dead.
No.
Oh, Ant-Man.
Oh, Ant-Man.
Yeah, I didn't put that in here. If
Okay,
you want to
yeah.
watch it, we can. If we have time. I'm
Yeah,
totally
I held
cool
off watching
bringing it up
for
on
the-
you. Okay.
The one time I don't watch a trailer for you, and you're
Okay.
going to fuck me?
Okay. Well,
Count it.
we'll put it on to the end. We'll put it on to the end of this show.
Dick. Not counted.
Dick's okay.
Dick's fine.
Dick's fine. The C version of that word would not be okay.
Cock?
Yes, that's not okay.
Really?
Put it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Really? Cock is not okay?
That's a harsh, sexually suggestive word.
But dick isn't?
No, dick's not.
Why?
I'm just telling you the rules. Just telling you the rules.
Alright. We'll have to discuss this.
So,
because
Lab,
this is
welcome to the
weird.
show.
This is a weird,
Weird
cutoff.
development.
Yes, apparently I didn't know that. Are boobs okay, but tits not?
I would say that, I'm not going to say it out loud right now, but I would say that word is okay in certain instances.
What about chesticles?
That's totally fine.
Sweater cows?
Totally cool.
Milk meat?
Here's the thing. It depends on how the word's being used.
Okay.
If it's being used, especially in a sexually suggestive manner, that is not okay at all. That puts it into R-rated territory.
Don't be a cock?
That's more okay.
Don't be
You're
a
just
dick.
using it as a like you're an idiot, you're an asshole. Like that's fine, you know. Same with the F word. Actually, sometimes PG-13 movies can get away with two uses of that word if it's not used in a sexually suggestive way. If it's just used as a like, F, this sucks, or like something like that, or effing as in like just an adjective to describe something,
Okay.
that might allow you to get away with two. So, you know,
Don't be a rooster.
don't be a rooster is the right way to go here. All right, let's get the trailer
Oh,
set up and
man.
ready to go because we are going to archive this one for sure. All right.
Faux show.
Faux show.
show.
She was a
Hitting
hoe.
that faux
Faux
show.
show. All right, guys, you will 100% see us at E3. I already took off Monday. Put it in last week to have off
Oh
on Monday.
shit! I forgot to do that.
Do that, Mike. Fudge. All right, let's do this. Welcome, level uppers, to exciting live reaction time. We are about to watch the third trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. Came out this week, I think Wednesday.
It did.
And we did not watch it.
You didn't watch
You
it.
son of a bitch. You
Count
son of a
it.
bitch.
Twice.
Son of a bitch.
3.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay. This was the one you shouldn't have watched.
Oh.
No. Well, at least I didn't watch it because I care about my viewers.
Yeah, I care more about my own good well-being.
We're gonna watch a trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's check it out.
It's a weird pause.
Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. But trust me, we will. Wake them up a little. This whole thing is pretty much done. We're more ghosts than people.
It's kind of a hard to read font.
Right?
You have got to keep faith. They will not crush us.
Good old Dutch.
Especially the P.
My best friend. You know how we met? Pair of hucksters trying to rob each other. Back in
It's a big cast.
78 or thereabouts.
You have to love yourself a fire. It's one of the blessings.
That's like a Joker right there.
Sure, we can have fire. And we can have the knowledge of fire. But with that comes the knowledge of everything.
No, I think he was getting a bullet to the other
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes.
You'll never change. I know that.
All of you venerate savagery. And you will die savagely. Get out here!
Stay strong. Stay with me. You have to yourself afar.
October 26th.
Product not yet rated.
That is surprisingly the, I think, latest major game title to release this year.
Okay.
Which
That we
is
know
weird.
of right now.
Yeah, that we know of, because everything else is releasing before November.
Yeah, Soleb says it already. We got a shot of John Marston in there.
We do.
Looked really cool. Very dramatic.
I do agree that they revealed Marston too soon, though.
You think so?
Yeah, because we didn't need to see him in there. I think the illusion of the idea. Yeah,
I just thought like everybody's at this point assumed he was in it anyway, so like what doesn't matter, I guess.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I always just assumed he was in it, so
Yeah.
it doesn't affect me at all. It's cool to see his design and see what a younger John Marston looks like. I'm a little surprised that we didn't even get anything that looked to imply gameplay there.
Nope.
It was
not one
from what I can tell, it was all
Slices.
cutscene.
Yep, they were all slices.
Yeah, but what like the story that's there looks compelling, and I do think it's ambitious to try and tell a story with this amount of characters that should all serve a pretty pivotal part in the story. To juggle that many characters in a Avengers Infinity War style way, like that's the problem when you get to that many characters is like how do you juggle it? It's easier with a video game obviously because you have the time to do it, but still that's an ambitious thing to do, and I'm wondering how they're going to handle it, especially if you GTA 5 style are switching between these characters on the fly or something like that. But I hope that all of them are compelling and all have their own story to tell. What I think back to myself is Final Fantasy VI. To my memory, that's the best example of a lot of characters and them all getting the story that they deserve, a moment that they deserve that makes them a compelling character. I hope that's what we see here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also at the same time, the story, I mean, while it's interesting, has it seemed really all that compelling to?
They haven't given us a lot. They haven't given us a lot.
Right, like so you have now two story trailers because the first one was just like a tease. So you have two story trailers, and none of it really so far has really compelled me. Like, oh, I need to see the ending. To this.
They're holding back. It feels like they're really holding back, and I'm not entirely sure why. October's not that far away, and I mean, we can assume that they might skip E3 because they almost always do. They don't feel like they're beholden to these big shows. They can do their own thing on any day and people go nuts. So they might not give us anything at E3. I hope they give us a huge gameplay.
They're not usually anybody to do anything revolving around E3.
But the fact that they have a PlayStation marketing deal, supposedly, that's what all the rumors are telling us.
Maybe that's why. We do get if they really do have that marketing deal, then it's going to be on Sony's stage.
Right, and that would make this okay, right? Because that's not that far away. We're like a month away from E3.
And if they do bring it at Sony's conference, I will say they're probably going to bring it right in the beginning.
I think it could be a closer. Like, it's that big.
I don't think it's going to be a closer.
I can see The Last of Us opening and Red Dead Redemption 2 closing.
That's true, because, you know what, they've been doing a lot of things. The first title that they show is what the scene is based around.
And something that we often already know about. Like, for instance, Spider-Man, I think, was last year. That was the opener, right? Yeah, Spider-Man was the opener.
Was it?
I think so.
That was a closer. That was a closer.
Spider-Man was a closer?
Yeah, because then we got Dean, like, pissing himself.
Right, okay. Yeah. Either way, I still think Last of Us would be the opener, and this could be a closer. I think people will go nuts. Especially if we get to see, like, switching of characters on the fly. Maybe they do a train heist, which is something that they imply robberies in here in this trailer. To see how a train heist could actually work with all these characters and switching between them and all that. And as we're going to talk about later in the show about the details of what a train heist is going to be like, it sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty great.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for E3 to see if we get anything. Even if we don't, I can't imagine it's going to be that far after June that we get that gameplay. That's what we need at this point. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited about Red Dead Redemption 2, but I can't get that excited until I see gameplay.
Yeah,
that's what's going to push me on the hype train. But this was still a compelling trailer for the most part. It had some cool drama, and it showed the ambition of what the story is as far as character goes. It's just tone. They just haven't given us a lot of like the true, like, what's it trying to tell us here? Like, what's the story? What's the overarching story of this thing? We don't really know that yet, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's cool that they're holding back in ways. I'm cool with that. They shouldn't give everything away. I want some surprises, but at the same time, make me excited. Make me hyped. I want to, feel it. I want to be on that train. All right. Let us know, of course, what you thought in the comments below, YouTubers, and hit that subscribe button here at youtube.com/the Level Up Network. Turn on the bell. Make sure you get notifications whenever we upload new videos, because we do a lot of reaction times. We do them live at twitch.tv/Level Up Show, like we're doing this one right now. So head over there as well. Hit that follow button and those notifications so you get alerts when we go live. And we hope to see you next time. Until then, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up. What's up?
Screw regular Battle Royale. It is 100 players, groups of 4, all trying to rob a train.
That would be awesome. I think that could be a mode of it all. That's what we were talking about before with like Battle Royale is being in this bubble right now. Too much of a bubble. Like there's different applications of Battle Royale, and like that's an example of it right there. They could have Battle Royale mode and a mode of that being train heist. Totally could work.
Yeah.
And I hope that I really do think Red Dead Redemption is going to have something Battle Royale. I would be surprised if they don't. Let's put it that way. So, all right, we are going to do a subscription giveaway. I thought that Jameis, I thought the box that you sent me was for me and me alone. Are you saying that there's something that is also for both of us to do live on this show? Let me know, because I was thinking it was something that was not meant for us, but meant for me alone, because that's what we talked about. All right, but right now let's get that sub gift giveaway going. This is for non-subs only, guys. Non-subs only. So if you'd like to get in, you'll have 2 minutes to do it. It's !raffle, and it's for a $5 sub gift to our channel. Have at it. And while that's running, let's get into the community-focused segment of the show. What's it called, Mike?
On the spot.
Wow. Just nothing to it there.
No, it's
so lazy and boring. Guys, you can get on our Discord at discord.gg/levelupnetwork every week for posting a hard-hitting question for us to answer. Let's see what this person came up with. Dear the Level Up Show, if you could erase one game from your brain's memory and play from fresh start, brand new experience, what would that game be? This came from Hempman RX, Santa Hempman, although he likes to be known as an elf, he said. Start with you, Mike. What do you think?
Magus.
Magus. Really? What? Why would you want to ever relive that? Just to see how bad it was again from start?
But see, well, I don't know, because you have to erase it from the... So I don't have any memory of... Here's the thing. If I can erase why I thought it was bad, but just how the preface of stating it was the worst game I've ever played.
Yeah.
So I'm going off of that and go into it knowing that. I want to know how bad it would be.
Jameis thinks I'm going to choose a Final Fantasy game. He's wrong. I would not choose a Final Fantasy game. If there wasn't a remake of 7 coming, I might choose 7. But I'm totally cool with having that original experience and now moving on to the remake, which will be a retelling of that and a reimagining of that. So I don't want to totally forget the original. I want to remember that the way it was. I think for me, the first one that comes to mind actually is The Last of Us, because the thing about Final Fantasy is I replay those all the time, and they're great even on multiple replays. As much as I love The Last of Us and think it's one of the greatest games of all time, that is a game that is only amazing, masterpiece level the first time. I played the remaster. It was beautiful. It was the best version of the game, but I couldn't get sucked into it the way I could on that first playthrough.
Yeah,
it's a game that hinges so heavily on not knowing where the story is going.
Interesting.
So I think that Last of Us is one that for sure is at the top of my list.
My problem is I'm trying to debate if it's any games that are older, and there's a limit, because if I'm playing it now, I'm hoping that, like, I'm not sure. We've talked about games that don't age.
Right.
They're great still to you because they're classics, but, like, let's take Super Mario World. Revered, before as one of the greatest games of all time. Mm-hmm. Now, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say it's still even great, but yeah.
Yeah, it has a lot of clunkiness to it. So, like, my mind goes to Fable, for instance.
Okay.
That's a big one. It goes to Fable. But with that, it hasn't aged well. Same thing, Assassin's Creed 2. I loved finding out what I did at the end of Assassin's Creed 2 because it was different. It wasn't anything I was expecting. And that I know for a fact hasn't aged well because I've seen it played.
Yeah.
and I'm even thinking Borderlands 2. But even that, I don't know how much of it was the game itself versus the zeitgeist of the game with all the people I was able to play with at that time.
Right.
You know, so there's so many different aspects that I want to go into that with.
There's one that I would want to believe would still be amazing even today if I forgot everything about it, would be the original Metal Gear Solid. But it's tough. Like I still think the game has aged fine. Like I'm not opposed to the static camera that game has, like top-down static camera. I personally think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it serves the game well and works for that game in particular.
But like the actual moving mechanics,
yeah, it's certainly clunky in comparison to what Metal Gear became. I just think that the reason I love Metal Gear Solid so much is because of how it revolutionized cinematics and cinematic storytelling in video games. The first one. You know, I talked about this recently on Twitter with the 4 games that define you. And, you know, 7 was what introduced me to story and characters having a real impact in a game, a meaning, you know, that extended even like when I wasn't playing the game, I was thinking about those characters and that story. But Metal Gear Solid took that a step further and presented that story and those characters in a way that was, at that time, for me, comparable to a movie. It made me realize that filmmaking and games weren't that far apart.
Right.
And that they could actually merge together in my 2 favorite mediums. But I'm not sure that if I were to forget Metal Gear Solid entirely, that it would still have that same impact on me. It probably wouldn't. But The Last of Us would. The Last of Us, I think, is a game, like I played the remaster recently. It still plays great, in my opinion. I love the way it plays. And I still think the story is amazing, especially from a storytelling standpoint. It's just I know where it's going already. I know what happens, and that's kind of a big part of that first playthrough.
I'm going to say Fable 3 and Borderlands 2.
Rick says Psycho Mantis would still be amazing. I know that. Yeah, 100%. There's nothing that would change there. MGS3 has aged tremendously well, especially Subsistence. I would agree with that. That's one I could erase, and if I got to play the Subsistence version, I would still think it was amazing. I know that for sure to this day. It doesn't matter that game came out in 2006 or 5 or whatever it did. That game would still be awesome today. There's not that many games, though, that like I can look back on and know for sure, yeah, this has aged fine.
Like, I'm thinking Mario 64. But
yeah, but even that, it's...
Right, I know I wouldn't hold that in the same...
I wouldn't want to erase that original experience because it's not going to be as good now as it was then.
Especially for you. Because
Yeah.
you have an emotional attachment to it because of the situation that happened.
Yeah, the nostalgia is a huge part of it. You want to believe in your head that it's just because the game was amazing. But it's just not the case almost all the time. It's rose-tinted glasses. You know, it's just the way it is. Nostalgia plays a huge part in this. It's a product of the time. At that time, it was revolutionary. It was amazing. All these games that we're thinking of. But if you erase them entirely and play them today, completely fresh, like you playing Ocarina of Time, that is still, to me, like one of the best games of all time. But you it didn't work for you.
Right, it didn't click.
Yeah, it didn't click for you at all because you were somebody that never played it at all when it came out. So you were able to go into it truly fresh, but it's just not what it was at that time.
Right.
It's just the way it is. It's tough to admit that, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah,
the things that you love
That's
so
what I'm
much
saying.
were
Like,
only
Fable 2,
good
I
because of when
say,
they came
but
out.
I'm not going to say Fable, because Fable 2, I think, is my favorite Fable game. But I think Fable 3 is the only one that I think would have aged well enough to where I would go back and play it again. Fresh.
See, like, I don't know if Diaclonius is serious, but GoldenEye is an example of something that is awful now.
It is atrocious. Even for somebody that had great memories of it, it is unplayable, in my opinion. We tried playing it at the bachelor
Especially
party.
the multiplayer.
Remember
Unplayable.
we played it at my house years ago, and then even recently we tried playing it.
It's fun in a this is so awful kind of way.
Like, we couldn't do anything. You were stuck in a bathroom for about 45 minutes.
It's just awful.
Like,
You're throwing mines everywhere.
Drew is literally stuck in one corridor of the map in circles and like thinking he sees somebody, so just throws throwing knives.
I was throwing mines everywhere. Is what I was doing. Just throw mines everywhere and just hope somebody runs into one. It's just like it's the worst.
Oh my god, it was the greatest. Oops, I just broke everything.
Mike always breaks everything.
Oh man.
Reborn Again says, loved Ocarina. When did you play it? Daryl, I'd be curious to know if you played it recently for the first time. Level Up Show says true about The Last of Us. Yep. Let's see what else I miss here. Mix Maddox, who just followed us, thank you for the follow, said first 2 or 3 Final Fantasy games are truly underrated. Think Final Fantasy 15 got too little love though, but a whole new Final Fantasy experience. Here's the thing about going back to retro Final Fantasy. it actually is still great because that 16-bit style actually works even today. That's why you
Final
see games
Fantasy
like Celeste
4,
working.
I actually really like a lot.
Yeah, that's what 6 is great even now. Chrono Trigger is great even now. That graphical style, in my opinion, has aged really well. I don't think I would enjoy 6 now as much as I did then when I was. It was probably like 11 or 12. I played it after 7. I didn't play it before 7. I played it on an emulator. But I loved it then. That's why I put it as my number 3 of all time.
Jose, GoldenEye it would literally be a 5-minute stream, and we'd be like, no, we're
You
done.
guys should stream GoldenEye for the next community game night. They should put that in the N64 Mini whenever they release that.
If that comes.
Yeah, they gotta be working on that.
I
That
don't
would
know,
be
maybe.
they'd be throwing away money
It's
if
not
they
coming
didn't do
this
that.
year.
No, it doesn't look like it now, but they'd be throwing away money if they don't do an N64 Mini.
I would occasionally choose Odd Job,
Gotcha,
but
Jameis.
for the most part, I would actually choose Jaws.
If we're playing in GoldenEye, interesting.
Yeah.
Jameis said the package is for tonight, so during this commercial break,
That's fine.
before top of the week, I'll
now
go
we're
grab it.
falling behind.
We are falling.
We
behind.
have nothing to cover, and we're falling behind, and I
Yes.
need to get the fuck home.
I understand. Okay, guys, we are going to go to commercial break, the final commercial break of the night, and then we'll get into topic of the week. We just got to see what Jameis has for us. Real quick, though, On the Spot is over, so if you want to be a part of next week's On the Spot, potentially get in our Discord at discord.gg/levelupnetwork. There's an On the Spot dedicated channel. It's where you can submit hard-hitting questions for us to answer live on the show. So make that happen. Become a part of our Discord in general. We really want to get as many people in there as possible to keep it active, keep you guys talking about the mediums that we love. All right. Let's head to commercial break. Let's see who we got in the room here. Hold on tight, Farsender. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 215. This box just magically appeared here between commercial breaks.
Whoa.
If you're watching this on YouTube.
Wow.
Guys, if you like this stream at any point tonight, please hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show. We'll give you a shout out if possible. Let me pause this before it moves forward. You turn on notifications, make sure you get alerts whenever we go live. Also, Prize Wheel is active. We have one more Prize Wheel segment at the end of the show. Anything worth $5 more gets you into that. It means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, sharing, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more, subprime, and also gifting. We also appreciate those follows. T-Money, thank you so much for the follow. Really means a lot. Make sure to turn on notifications, get alerts when we go live, guys. All right, Let's find out what Jameis has for us this week. He sent us another package. Here we go. Do you want to free cam it?
Sure.
Let's free cam it. All right, that's my face really up close. That's my ear hole, my ear canal, as some people might call it. All right, Mike, we're opening this up now. Okay. Empty. Nothing. I think these are just padding. Oh, we have more Dorian wafers. I think.
Do we really?
Are they Dorian? No, they're cappuccino. He was nice this week. He was nice. Cappuccino wafers. I was like, son of a bitch, man. Son of a bitch. Cappuccino. Okay, we'll have to try that out. Hopefully, are you being truthful here that it's actually not bad? And this one is Auntie's Delicious Spotted Dick Sultana and Raisin Steamed Pods.
Whatever stream you're going to use this, can you just title it as Andrew Eats Dick?
Microwave 30 seconds.
Just label it as that.
I need to look at the ingredients on this thing. Hold on.
Happy.
Store in a cool, dry place. What do we got? What's in this? Deliciously moist steamed puddings with sultanas and raisins. Invert sugar syrup, wheat flour, water, dried fruit, raisins, rice bran oil. Okay, so it doesn't sound bad. Okay, interesting. We'll have to try this out at some point.
So next stream is Andrew Eats Dick.
And we have, I think, one for each of us here, maybe? This one says 2 a.m. And this one says 2 a.m. as well. I think these are both for me. Should I open these now, Jameis? Or should I wait?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Is there an easier way to do this?
Yes, be confident.
Yes. Be what I think it is. Nope, never mind. Gummy chicken feet. Does it taste like chicken feet or is it like candy? Corn syrup, sugar, gelatin, modified cornstarch, citric acid. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like candy.
I think it's just candy that's in the, for some reason, in the shape of chicken feet. Not sure
Weird
why.
hand. Sweet. Hold on. Yummy gummy treats and chewy, sweet, crunchy feet.
Candy feet. Candy feet. All right. And this one seems lighter.
More dick.
More dick. This one just came out of there. Mini sours. Mini sours.
It's an antacid for all this shit.
Mini sours, guys. And we also have creamy candy. White rabbit.
Eat one.
So like salt.
Eat one now.
Salt seeds.
Eat one now.
What are they called? Salt cementakis? Alright, I'll try it. I'm gonna take the risk. Take the risk.
Murder me!
Okay. I'm smelling this shit first.
Baby. Eat it. Just stick it in your mouth. Except the dick.
It's really hard. It is not, yeah, it's not soft at all. I can't even chew this thing. Is this stale, or is this the way it's supposed to be? I can't chew it. It's rock solid. Oh,
yeah,
my God.
eat the rabbit cream.
It, yeah, it's creamy. It doesn't taste bad. I can't really get a lot of flavor from it because I can't chew into it. It's probably cold, huh? Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't do this.
It's teeth breakers. Give me the sour thing.
It doesn't taste bad. It's just like a creamy
Hold this.
creamy flavor. Do you want me to show off, or
No, you can show
I'll
yourself.
go free cam?
Oh, okay. You can do that too. Can't get this open.
Good luck, man.
Open up.
Yeah, it's like Tootsie Rolls. No, I'm not with the cream in my mouth.
Yeah,
Hold
put it. No, all at the same time.
on. No. All right, I'll do one. Give me one. These are mini sours. They're called, guys.
They're not sour at all. They taste like banana.
Yeah. They're too small to have an effect on you. Really.
J. Ray Bay says suck on it to get it soft. I think it's the other way around.
Yeah. Well, depends on how long you suck for. I went there. Guys.
Dude,
Thank you. Thank you, Jameis.
I like these.
Yeah, they're good. The mini sours are pretty good.
I would literally toss an entire thing of these in my mouth.
And these aren't bad. It just takes a while for them to soften up.
Let me see. I want to see.
You want to try one?
Yeah,
They're
I wanna
really,
try one of your
really
hard-
tough.
Your hard rabbit creams.
My hard rabbit creams. Oh, jeez. All
With
right.
your spotted dick.
Thank you so much, Jameis. All right. E3 or SDCC? You can only pick one. E3.
Oh, I now see why you were making a face. It has literally no flavor. It just feels like you're putting a piece of plastic in your mouth.
It starts to have flavor once you start breaking through. It just takes a while. They're solid. They're like really stale Tootsie Rolls. Like really stale.
Oh, wait. Oh, I got some like weird gooey stuff on the edge of it. Did you get that?
No, I did not get that. That doesn't sound nice. Where can I send shit to you guys? We don't give our address out to anybody. Don't show me this shit, man. Don't show me that.
Ew.
But we are open to doing a PO box. But we would have to know that like more people want to send us stuff. It'd have to be worth it to us because it does cost money, obviously, to open up a PO box. So.
That's the white stuff? Trust me, I know.
Okay. All right. I think we're done with all that. Oh, we got to give away our sub gift. Let's see who wins. The winner. We only got two people: Jay Raybay and Net Guy, and the winner is Jay Raybay. Wait, Jay Raybay's already a sub.
Is he? She?
Jay Raybay is already
Yeah,
a
they were
sub.
gifted. So next
So
guy.
that means Net Guy, you are our sub gifter tonight. The sub giftee, I should say. Sub giftee tonight. I will do that a little later because I don't want to hold things up even longer.
For the love of God, talk about this game so I get the hell home.
Yeah, because we got to talk about the big news of the week. We already watched the trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's talk about all the news that has come out about Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, though. A lot of different magazines and publications put out some information, and fortunately those guys at Resetera compiled it all for us. First up, let's talk about just some general information, according to Resetera. As you walk around in the game world, NPCs will react to you in different based on your disposition. If you're carrying your gun out of the holster, they'll be standoffish, nervous. If you're holstered, they'll be normal. This is kind of standard. I feel like that's nothing crazy. Yeah. Nothing crazy there. After that, approaching people, NPCs in the open world, you can press one of 3 face buttons to say something or treat them in a certain way. Triangle is congenial greeting. Circle is antagonize. And square could be to rob them, potentially. So every NPC has these options. You can rob people in the game without drawing your weapon. You can actually just talk to them and say, give me your money. These prompts change as you play. Unsure of whether this is based on your actions or if it's fixed progression style, these prompts are also context sensitive.
Not make out with you.
Dog Show with 1,000 biddies. Thank you so much. I will make out with you.
How my 2 beautiful babies doing?
We're doing wonderful, man. We're doing wonderful. What I was about to say there. These prompts are also context sensitive, with the example that a fisherman may give you different prompts and will react differently, while a tough or a bar drunkard might react in a different way and give you different prompt. NPCs treat you differently based on what you've done in the past, your reputation, what you're wearing. These are all just standard open world fare, in my opinion. Like, nothing to get super excited for. Like, I've seen a lot of forums be like, holy shit, this is game changing. Nothing I just read is game changing. Let me just say that right off the bat. A little bit. But let's keep going. Gangs and camps next. Let's talk about gangs and camps. Your gang has a gang camp with a life to it. Much of the descriptions are around open world interactions within your camp. The gang gives you ambient missions, challenges for instance. As you're walking around camp, one of your gang members might let you know that they could use provisions, meat, etc., which prompt you to go off hunting. While there is a management aspect to the gang and camps, it's an extra that is there if you want to use it, but it's not something you have to stay on top of. Sounds pretty optional with bonuses if you do it, but it's not a management game. There is a reward for how much you put into the camp, though. Description sounds roughly similar to how in GTA 5 you kept your crew, though more active and more omnipresent. Personal thought is, I'm hoping, this is the guy here who posted this, personal thought is I'm hoping they have a good expansion on this, such as acquiring tough guys or people who are skilled at certain things, giving you an incentive to keep them around, but it's not as annoying overbearing as a settlement feature from Fallout 4. What I'm wondering here, based on what he's saying, do you think that like the characters that we saw in the trailer there are all optional? Where it's like you meet people in the world and you can choose which NPCs you want to become a part of your gang?
I think you'll kind of accept them in, and I'm hoping maybe even some of them will have their different attributes. Like, you know, one person will raise morale, which will bring in more people, and one person will raise, you know, food storage and, you know, stuff like that. So I think that would be...
If that's the case, that's really ambitious. Imagine trying to work out all the scenarios. If you got 8 people in your team... God, like the amount of variables there and possibilities of those 8 changing would offer up a lot of different cutscenes and voice actors and different combinations of voice acting. So if that's the case, that's very ambitious. I'm curious.
Like I have warm, sweetened milk in my mouth, and it's kind of odd.
Doesn't sound good to me at all. Next up, let's move on to the world itself. The new area called New Hanover was where most of the demo took place that they saw. Varied areas that include swampy, snowy, industrial towns. New Hanover was an alpine, mountainous, forested has a town called Valentine. Describes a very living, breathing world, which they say is cliched, but a lot of detail from the description. So I'm seeing this a lot. Like, yeah, you've heard this a million times. Like, you can go anywhere. It's very living, breathing. But everybody's like, but I'm telling you, like, this is kind of taking it to another level. So we just kind of have to take these people at their word right now that this is going beyond what we've seen in the past with that cliche statement. It looked incredibly impressive running on a base PS4. That's what this trailer is here. That's a base PS4, the new one and trailer too. So be interested to see what PS4 Pro looks like.
Yeah.
It's an open world game that looks as good as anything I've seen on PS4, says the guy that wrote this feature. Let's go move on to hunting and providing for your camp. Hunting has been greatly expanded from the sounds of it. Multiple ways to skin your captures with different effects. I think you'll be happy about that, Mike. You love skinning things.
Oh boy, lucky me.
You love skinning things.
I like what I get from doing it.
Yes.
I like it in like Far Cry so I can upgrade my loot or something. That's kind of it.
Okay. Kills can be latched on your horse. You can put the pelts on there. You can put it on your horse and decorate your horse.
Boy.
Lots of animal animations. Who knows if they can compete with Wild's rabbit animations, though? That's the big question.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
But they
Never heard of
sound
that
very detailed, and as an animal lover, sounds pretty striking. Description sounds sad for me, huh? Not sure if I'll be able to really do that, says this guy. Value of the animal varies on how well you can kill it, meaning if you shoot it with a gun, it's worth less than if you shoot it with a bow.
Which
that's
cool. Been done before.
Has it?
Yes.
What game are you thinking of?
Far Cry.
Really? Okay. I like that, though. I think
knew
that's
it was
a cool
something
touch.
recent. It was Far Cry, yeah.
Animals you capture will decay and rot over time, both visually and the value of it. NPCs will give you odd reactions from the sound of it if you're riding around with a rotting dead buck on your horse. That's cool. Let's talk about the horse some more. It's a very more in-depth than what we saw in the original Red Dead Redemption as far as your relationship with your horse. The connection you make with your horse is much greater, emotional, and gameplay connected. Quote, RDR2 horse was a disposable vehicle. Sorry, RDR, the original horse was a disposable vehicle. In RDR2, horse relationship is much stronger. The stronger the relationship you have with the horse, the better performance and attributes of your horse. Unique animations, unique open world examples. The closer you get with your horse, you keep a lot of your best gear on your horse, and so keeping the horse near you through a better bond, the quicker access to your wider gear. Some people are alarmed about this. Breath of the Wild did this, where sometimes it took a really long time for your horse to actually come to you.
And even worse is that you weren't always in proximity of the horse. So you had to go to the last known location that your horse is at, unless you checked it into a certain area, and then hope that it came to you.
Sounds like Chop from GTA. That's a possibility. They're like expanding upon what they already did with Chop, the dog from GTA. Let's see here. If your horse dies, you have to completely restart the bonding process. So it's horse specific. It's actually that individual horse that you're bonding with. Horses can get injured, and you can use medical tools to bandage and save it. And finally, quote, for something to mean something, it has to cost something.
Well,
what the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
Stop speaking in code.
Either keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Life's a garden. Dig it. I got the poo on me. Next up. Finally, robbery. Let's talk about robbery, because this is, in my opinion, the most exciting part of Red Dead Redemption 2. Ambient music begins as you're starting the mission, similar to what we saw in GTA 5. As you approach robberies and missions, they bridge out based on your choices. For instance, one of the members of your gang plays a character to cause a distraction
Joe Dirty
in a bank, allowing you to get a surprise on the staff. Quote, one continuous camera movement once you're in heist, so kind of like God of War, but only in heist. They don't camera cut once you're in that. Option to crack a safe via blowing it up with different rewards and risks. Very detailed animations for all of this. Shootout begins as you come out of robbing the bank, which introduces more of the action. Action sounds consistent with the last Red Dead Redemption. The dead eye does return, which is where you can slow down time and all that good stuff and pick your targets. Some skills or kills would give you a cinematic camera. The fight doesn't end when you flee the town. The fight continues on horseback, a la Red Dead Redemption missions from the sounds of it. And in one scene, the character's hat was shot off, and they fled, but once they went back to the town, the spot where the hat was shot off was still on the ground there. So a lot of, what would you want to call that? Persistency, if you want to call it that, in the world. Like where things stick around. Maybe if you kill an animal, you can go back way later and that animal is rotting. They even talk potentially about if you go to a certain town and they're just building that town, like let's say a house is just starting to be constructed. If you come back to that town later, that house will be constructed and you can go in it. So they're trying to have a persistent world that feels alive.
They're really trying to add to it.
Yeah, as we were talking about living, breathing world, some examples that I've seen to make it sound different than that, buzzword that we've heard so many times is that elements such as houses and towns and all that being built actually are being built. Characters that are, sweeping the deck aren't stuck in a canned animation where you can't bother them. Like they're sweeping the deck, and if you go up to them and talk to them, they put the broom down. They talk to you. Then they pick the broom back up and start sweeping again. They finish sweeping. They go on to do something else. Like it sounds like they're trying to have patterns to these characters more than canned animations.
I want to play Red Dead 1 again.
That's another one that I'm not sure how it's aged. I wonder if I would like it as much now as I did then. This is Red Dead 1, yeah. Yeah. This is the Xbox One X version here. So updated graphics and all. Jose says, Drew, you're selling me on a day one purchase. Not my intention, but happy to hear it. I'm just spreading the news as we read it. It does sound good. Sounds promising. I'm not.
Honestly,
nothing I've
Dead
read here sounds above and
Game-changing,
beyond
right.
anything I've ever seen before. As some of these guys are talking about, this revolutionizing everything. I'm not quite getting that from what I'm reading. It sounds really cool, but I'm trying to keep my expectations a little lowered, I guess.
Yeah, it's ones we haven't seen very much of it, and it's coming out later this year.
October, yeah.
So it's kind of a little concerning to me. That said, Fallout was the same way, but also Fallout was concerning.
Right.
Because of that reason. So
Right. Rick says that's straight out of The Witcher 2, the NPCs being on a schedule.
yeah. Yep, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another game that you never
That
played.
is... No, I said I never played that, yeah. Never got into Fallout besides New Vegas, and that was just for a couple times as Carrier Midori.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Which did
You
result
never
in some good
finished Fallout
stuff.
3. Because you were supposed to with that one, too.
No, it wasn't.
I thought you were.
Nah, never
Was it
never
only,
Fallout 3.
Mass Effect?
Mass
I thought there
Effect
was
is the
another
only thing
one.
I ever promised to play.
I thought there was another one. And then we just kind of like gave up on that because we were like, it's not a big deal.
Nah. Mass Effect is the only one I ever promised to actually
Oh,
play.
well, no big deal.
New Vegas was fun though. I just wasn't like invested in it to the point where I wanted to finish it. But that is all the information that I have on Red Dead Redemption 2. Mike,
Good stuff.
you can leave.
Thanks.
Farewell.
I'm tired.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. We did have a wheel spin to do for Donk Show.
Yes.
Let's do that real quick. And we got to put on costumes and porn stash and all.
Can I do that Tuesday or something?
No, you can't.
Come on.
Let's do it. Mike, what do you want?
I don't know. Surprise me.
Surprise you. You know what? I haven't seen you in the gold jacket in a while. And, you know what?
Did I just do this?
There you go.
Oh, God.
I've done this one in a while. I think this with the mustache will look very nice. And I think I want to tie. Where's my tie at? There it is. I think look pretty spiffy. Beans! I'll clean that up after. Bogey will actually
Drew
eat
spilled
all
all the beans.
those. Bogey will eat those if I leave them out. He will.
Yo,
All
Boogie
right.
was eating everything today.
He was,
That little
man.
fucker.
That dog has become such a scavenger. It's ridiculous.
Yep. You would think that you don't feed him,
Yeah.
even though you absolutely do.
Yes. He eats plenty. He eats more than he probably should. If we went to a vet, they would say we're probably feeding him too much. As far as like the portion sizes.
You can barely see where the hair ends and the beard begins.
It's true. You look glorious. Glorious. Stick, please stick. Nice.
Oh my God.
It's glorious. Where's my glasses at?
You look like you should be moving your hands like that when you talk.
Glasses.
I don't know.
Okay.
Going with those ones.
Yeah, I'm going with these ones. That's what I saw first.
Interesting.
All right, let's spin that wheel for Donk Show. I can't see shit right now with these
Leader
glasses
from
on.
Circus.
I can't see with these glasses on. I can't see with these things on. All right. Shit. There it is. This one is for Donk Show. Thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. Appreciate that so much. This one is for you. The wheel has spoken. And, oh boy. Oh boy. Lip sync
Damn it.
challenge.
Let me go home.
You can't leave, Mike. You cannot leave. All right. What are we doing, Mike? What are we doing?
I don't know, man.
You got nothing in you? What about Ant-Man and the Wasp? We don't have to. I didn't put that in the agenda. It's just if we had time. We went a little longer than expected.
We ad-libbed too much.
Yeah, we did. Well, that big thing with Kristen at the opening was a good 30 minutes added onto the show,
Right.
probably. We probably could have been right on time if it wasn't for that. But, hey, that was great. That was great stuff, man. That was great content.
It was.
Mike is searching his feelings right now for a good lip sync challenge. Feel free to suggest them in the chat. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to, let's give our subs, who are pretty much everybody in the chat, that good +1 posse. You know? I feel like we
Sounds
owe it to
good.
them. Guys, we're going to go into sub-only chat for the remainder of the show. Enjoy the +1 posse lockdown. With no audio.
Right?
Why does it do that?
Can we do the trailer instead of a lip sync? Does that work?
There you go. Doing it again. Do it live. Because you guys couldn't hear it. Again! Didn't work. Again! It doesn't work. I don't know. Ever since I updated to the Creators Pack, all my audio stuff got messed up. I have to redo it all. So frustrating.
Way to mess everything up. You suck.
Yeah. Creators Pack sucks, dude. These updates, they ruined my internet. And still didn't fix. I thought for a second the update to the new Creators
I
Pack
just
from
want you to
April
know
was going
before
to
you
fix
go
it.
into this, I don't have any tissues to give you while you cry about it.
It's annoying, dude.
I know. I
It's
really
super annoying. You've been experiencing it too, you know.
Yeah, I've had many issues myself. Why don't we do the trailer reaction instead of the lip sync?
The wheel has spoken, Mike.
It has. What Dog Show said, yup.
All right. I'll allow it. We're going to be dressed up as fools for this reaction.
That's cool. I'm good at this.
We're dressed up as fools. All right. Let's try this one more time. +1 posse. Why isn't it working? I don't know why it's not working.
Man, this wig is tight. All right, can we go?
No, I'm extending this as long as possible.
Christ, dude. I have to pee. I need to get sleep.
All right, well, I'm still going to go into sub-only chat. Sub-only chat, guys, for the remainder while we do this Ant-Man versus the Wasp reaction. We got to find it on YouTube. All right.
Just do it there.
YouTube.
You still don't need the lyrics for the duck song, I promise you.
No. All right, Ant-Man versus the Wasp. Trailer, probably 2.
Ant-Man versus the Wasp?
Whatever.
Yes, 5 days ago.
That's movie clips. The Marvel one. This is it here, right? Is that? Yeah, 5 days ago, right?
So?
So?
That was kind of a weird voice. Was that an ant talking? I hope so. It was like kind of a squeaky voice. All right, let me pause this in the background. We got to do the web browser, which I currently have set up as t-shirts.
You have it set up as a t-shirt?
I just put the image there.
Oh. I thought you meant like you have it named as a t-shirt.
No. Full browser. See? Ow. By the way, guys, that's our new t-shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Image.
I can't wait to wear it.
Where's the web browser? I'm taking these off for a sec. All right, web browser, where you at? Google Chrome. Oh, it's because I'm in Firefox. No, yes, it is. It's because I'm in Firefox. Son of a bitch. Firefox, where are you? Ant-Man versus Wasp.
Yep, there we go.
All right, there we go. Let's... Is the audio delay correct? Yes. Okay. Guys, we are going to do it at this scene here. You've gone full screen. Holy shit. That was like Jack Nicholson style right there. All right.
We're good.
Let's introduce this. Maybe I should start with the main screen first. People can actually see us. Then put this not the Red Dead Redemption. All right. I'm just making this as long as possible.
I hate you.
All right. Welcome, level uppers, to another live reaction time. We're going to watch that new trailer for Ant-Man versus the Wasp.
Versus the Wasp.
Ant-Man versus the Wasp. That's what we're going to call it. I don't know why.
Fight the hell.
Whenever I think of this movie, I think of versus the Wasp, even though it's not. It's and the Wasp. But either way, I was a fan of the first trailer, but it didn't like blow me away. I'll be honest. So
Yeah,
I'm hoping I can be more invested in this.
He
one.
folded up an entire building and said
that was a little weird.
Screw all the moving furniture and things inside. It's not going to matter.
That was pretty weird.
That was part of his contingency plan.
Yeah. All right, let's check out. We're going to go to the full browser here. We're going to have to watch it on YouTube this time around. There we go. Let's check out this trailer for Ant-Man versus the Wasp.
So, how long have you been Ant-Man again?
Oh, it's a little kid. It's not an ant.
Not long. It just sort of happened.
That looks really realistic.
I seem to mess it up almost every time.
Maybe you just need someone watching your back.
Yeah, give me some of that Evangeline Lilly.
Like a partner.
Dr. Pym, I actually heard what happened to you. You opened up the quantum realm. That's when this crazy creepy ghost who like walks through walls and stuff. Stole your tech. And now she wants to take over the world or whatever. Who would have believed that in your hour of need, you would turn to us?
Not me.
Because we robbed you. Do you remember? That's us.
The only chance we got
is both of you. Ant-Man and the Wasp teaming up.
Follow my lead.
That's nice.
She seems more intense.
Okay, we got ants playing the drums.
You go low.
This song choice, man.
I have wings. Why would I go low?
There you go. Back.
We're gonna die. I don't wanna die. We didn't die.
Hey, what'd I miss?
We were just tiny.
I don't know about the music choice, I gotta be honest. But...
Oh, really? I actually like it.
On a project called Goliath.
How big did you get?
My record, 21 feet. You?
65 feet.
65.
If you two are finished comparing sizes,
65.
That was good. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. The music didn't really.
I actually like it.
It was okay in a corny way, I guess. I like this one better than the first one because
Yeah, absolutely.
it demonstrates how the size can be used in a really fun way.
What I'm hopeful for is I have the same feelings towards this that I did towards the first Ant-Man before it came out.
Right? Yeah, the first Ant-Man was great.
Right, and before it came out, we were all just like, all right, this could be good, but it's most likely going to be pretty bad. And it ended up being one of my favorites that year. So I'm actually really into this.
Rick says, "I love his laugh when he goes into the giant." Yeah, that is good. It's kind of like, oh, look at me. Yeah, that was great. Evangeline Lilly is kicking ass as she always does. I mean, I named my daughter after her. Let's be
that's
honest.
true.
So, at least partially. So I love that she's involved in this. Do you think I've been seeing people theorize about how this could end? Do you think there's any possibility? Spoiler alerts for Avengers Infinity War, guys. Spoiler alerts for Avengers Infinity War. Giving you a good couple seconds here. Spoilers for Avengers Infinity War. Could it possibly end with the snap and she just disappears?
Wasp you're talking about?
Yeah, Wasp.
Or the
Wasp.
villain?
Is her name Maggie? What's her name? I'm drawing a blank on her name. But like the thing is, it would be such like a change in tone for what we know from Ant-Man, though.
Right.
But it would set up like it leading into, because this takes place before the events of Infinity War.
Right.
So how does this go into Infinity War?
Yeah, exactly. And why isn't he there for it?
Right.
Like what happens where he's like, no, I'm not participating. In
Yeah,
this. I don't
exactly.
Care if the
So
world disappears."
I wonder how they're going to make that work, or if they're even going to try.
Yeah.
I feel like they should try, though. I feel like they should try and make it bridge into
Yeah,
it.
I think my thing is, while it's fun to speculate, I actually don't want to. Like, I want that surprise out of it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
It
don't get
would
me wrong,
be
that would
a
actually be
surprise.
really awesome, but, like,
Especially
I
if
don't
it comes after, like, hey, we won, this movie's like feel-good, happy Marvel movie, and it's
unless
like,
he actually is
whoa.
one of the ones that dies.
Who?
Unless that's, like, a new, like, ending. Like, he actually gets snapped away himself, Paul Rudd.
Right, yeah, it could be either of them.
Yeah, or both.
Or both. Yeah, or both. That would be even darker. Yeah, it seems a little, I don't know if it would work for a movie like this, though, is the problem. But
it would be after credits scene.
Yeah, could you imagine if they saved that for an after credits? But either way, I think it looks like a lot of fun. Just like the first movie looked like a lot of fun. It doesn't look on the level of quality to me as a lot of their other stuff.
No, it's not. It's definitely their low tier.
Yeah, it kind of feels a little bit B tier to me.
But that's, I mean, what's nice about it is it's still good for them.
Yeah, it's still
B
fun.
tier
Yeah.
is better than the A tier from DC right now. So
that's 100% true, without a doubt.
Suck it, fanboys.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to.
And
It's a little hard to argue that.
This is how we get DDoS.
This is why this video will now have a good 20% dislikes because
Absolutely.
of that one comment. You
Bring
made.
it. Bring
That's all it takes. That's all it takes is one comment like that, and suddenly 25% of the video's dislikes. But this looks very good. I'll probably see this in theaters just because the first one was a lot of fun in theaters. And what's even better about this one is you're not losing the miniature part of it. There's still a lot of mini stuff in there.
Yeah, they're going to
you
a
get
lot.
both. You get like
I would
those
say they're going
fun
to that
set
much
pieces. Because I mean, the briefcase scene in the first one was like a huge highlight. That was
Mm-hmm.
such a cool scene. And now we've got the other end of the spectrum where it's like, what can we do with large? Like, what are the fun things we can do? And that way, salt shaker is becoming huge. Hello Kitty,
really
Pez dispensers, or even honestly, even him just like being on the truck and like kind of like using it as a skateboard, like that. Just like looking at that and be like, how real it looked. Honestly, it looked really real. Seeing that on screen, I thought was really cool, especially at the start of it. Just be like throw you in like, holy shit, like wow. I can't wait to see what else they do with this. So very excited. And we're interested to see what you guys think as well. Let us know in the comments below. Are you a DC fanboy? Let us know in the comments below. What did you think of this Ant-Man trailer? Ant-Man and the Wasp, not versus the Wasp. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button here at youtube.com/thelevelupnetwork. Turn on the bell. Make sure you get notifications whenever we upload new videos. A lot of reactions, of course, go up almost weekly. If you miss any, you can catch them live as well. We're doing this one live right now at twitch.tv/thelevelupshow. So head over there, hit that follow button, and turn on those notifications as well. We hope to see you next time. Until then, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up.
Turn on nose notifications.
Nose notifications. Seriously, I'm not even lying to you. That one comment is going to destroy the video.
Yeah.
It happens every time.
Good thing you weren't intending to do it.
Like, I remember when one of my reactions with Kelly, like, she started off by saying Star Wars needs to end. Star Wars needs to die.
God,
and I was like, well, might as well end this video right now because
it's going to go to hell.
Because it's going to get torn apart.
Yep.
That's all it takes, is one comment like that.
Negative. God damn it. That's twice now.
Not that I fault Kelly for that. She's allowed to have her opinion. It's just funny.
No,
like, that's all it takes
yeah.
is one comment like that. And you're going to get 5% dislikes on YouTube.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
Why are you doing this?
Are you wrapping up?
Yeah, I'll come back down, though. I'll go to commercial break. Let me exit out of sub-only chats. There we go. Guys, one final commercial break. I'll come back and chat with you guys to close it off. I'm going to let Mike out. Go in commercial break. Hold on tight. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the closing comments for the Level Up Show. Episode 215. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support tonight. Donk Show, you were cool with the reactions to have a lip sync challenge, right? I hope so. Let me show you guys what Mike is so terrified of real quick. I don't understand people's fear of spiders to this degree that he would not even pick up this Infinity Stone cup. This, let's see if I can get far enough. There it is. Can you guys see the spider crawling? It's just a tiny little spider crawling around on there. He's saying hi right now. Move around, spider. This has terrified Mike to his core. He can't pick up this cup. He's so scary. He's so scary, guys. He's gonna kill us all. Give me a break. I don't get it, man.
No, God! No, God, please!
He takes like a spider like this big to scare me. Like, it needs to be a big spider. Arachnophobia, a little bit. You have it, Hitman? You have arachnophobia? All right. Mike, it's not scary at all, man. I don't know what's wrong with you. All right. Did we miss anything? Are we good, guys? Did we do all the stuff we needed to do for wheel spins and all that good stuff? I believe we did. Pretty sure we did. Let me know now. Now's your last chance to let me know if we missed anything. What the hell am I watching over here? Oh, YouTube is going through like a bunch of videos now. Let's just go through the Venom trailer. Good thing I had it muted. Anything that we missed? Where's Mike? Is he taking a shit in your bathroom? No, Mike is gone. He has left us. The spider scared him away. My rule is if it can't get smushed by a flip-flop, if it can't be smushed by a flip-flop, I am not scared of it. I think you mean it the other way around. You are scared of it if it can't get smushed by a flip-flop. Tarantula should have been a part of Mike's last punishment then. I didn't realize, honestly, this is the first time I've ever realized that Mike is that afraid of spiders that he can't touch this cup. I was very concerned it was going to be like ants everywhere. That would have actually been skeevy. Like a lot of ants, that skeeves me out. But just because it's obviously very dirty and unsanitary if ants are everywhere. Yo, I need a new futon, Drew, for my office. Where did you get yours? At the end tables. End tables were from, oh my god, Raymore and Flanagan. This was from not Sears, BJ's. I want to say. No, sorry, Sam's Club. This is from Sam's Club. Sam's Club for this, and Raymore and Flanagan for the end chairs. Jay Raybay says, I've been watching spider videos to get over my fear, watching them crawl on other people's hands. So this is something you really want to get over, Jay Raybay? It's important to you? That's cool. Guitar Freak says, I'm assuming the futon was a Sam's Club. You're right, man. Way to go. No IKEA. These are IKEA. These are IKEA. These are. You're talking about the end tables. The chairs are Raymore and Flanagan. Tables are IKEA. I've seen that model at our Sam's Club. I'm not afraid of spiders in mass, just jumping spiders. Are you talking about spider crickets? They don't scare me at all, honestly. They like are the stink bugs of that area. They seem totally friendly to me. Is the futon comfy enough on the ass though? For short periods of time, yes. It gets the job done. It's fine. It's not like really cushioned, but it's good enough in my opinion. I've never like felt, even during the 24-hour marathons, I'm never like that uncomfortable. It's fine. I have a fear of big animals with small brains. Other than that much, not much is scary. Give me an example of a big animal with a small brain, man. I'm curious. Like a Tyrannosaurus Rex? They have small brains, right? Eight-legged freaks. I remember that movie. No, that's a jumping super. The hell are you talking about, Mike? I work at Sam's Club. We're selling a model similar to that right now. Horses scare you. Okay, cool. Jose, I'm out. Let's make this last week of the Trophy War fun. 100%. Team Drew, come together. This is our time, guys. We do not let up. We do not give up. Never give up, never surrender. I don't care how much of a lead we have. We're almost 20,000 points ahead. It's not enough. You never know what could happen in the final week. You never know who's going to turn it on. We need to be at the highest level of our game. We need to extend our game, surpass everything we've done in the previous weeks. This needs to be our best week ever for the final week. We got one more left. That's all. It's just one left, and then we're done. So we finish strong. Give it our all. We can do this. I believe in you, Team Drew. Team Pterodactyl. Team Firedactyl. We know what we're up against. They've got a lot of good players. And Rick, of course, our heavy hitter, is going to have off most of this coming week. We need to lift ourselves higher in order to compete with that and hold on to that lead. Alex is ready. I know you are, man. Guitar Freak, I know you're ready. Diclonius is ready. Lucifer, Belmont, going hard the last 2 weeks. He's ready. You guys have touched my heart. I'm a proud papa. Let's give some thanks tonight. We got a lot of support. Hetman RX with that huge stagger, $33.33. And then as a result of that, we got, I think, a good $25 in tips and cheers during that stagger. It was a pretty long one. It was a good stagger. And you guys got like 140 XP to the room as a result. Hope you guys like the new way we're doing staggers. It makes it a lot easier on Kelly to keep track of everything and make sure that everybody gets what they deserve. No more singles, just all room XP. Also, thank you so much to Donk Show for that 1,000 biddies. Let me go to my list here, make sure I don't miss anybody. A lot of resubs tonight, of course, which we always appreciate. Anything else? Seto with the $1 tip. I missed that. Open a PO box. Trust me, especially if you're gonna do full-time streaming. Fan mail will come in. I want to be first to send though, so DM me before you announce it. Yeah, I really think going full-time, I would open up a PO box. I would hope as we bring in a lot of new viewers, once I go full-time, that it would be worth it to have a PO box. So I'm with you there, Seto. Thank you so much for the $1 tip. Let's see. Hempman RX, once again, with a lot of sub gifts tonight. Guitar Freak as well. Gifting subs. Dirty Habanero gifting subs. And a raid from Nerd Stash. Also, I want to shout out that raid from Nerd Stash. Thank you so much. so much, guys, for the support, Boba Chet and Nerd Stash. And of course, we got to thank our producers. They are Kelly Jellyfish, Dirty Habanero, Meepo, Alex Bustos 98, and Baz023S. Producer means that they put out $25 and above every month for us, whether it be through our Patreon tier at $25 or here on Twitch with tier 3, which is $25 a month as a sub. You guys make this show possible. Our highest supporters monetarily. It means so much to us. We're going to do a raid as we always do. So let's take a look at that. Tonight, guys, I will be streaming God of War. Still moving through that. We had an amazing 7-hour stream of God of War last week. We're going to continue on with that. Jay Rabe, I see your message asking if we have a P.O. box. It sounds like we really need to make it happen. You guys want us to have a P.O. box. I'm not against it, that's for sure. All right. And I hope to see you guys tonight for more God of War. I'll be going live around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on twitch.tv/levelupshow. And I'll be doing that Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Mike will be on Tuesday. All right. Thanks so much again for all the support. You guys are supporting the full-time dream. We're past 50% now. We are above 50% of the full-time streaming goal. Your subs, your tips, your cheers, your pledges on Patreon, all of that is helping the full-time dream. Keep that in mind when you support us, of course. I'll see you tonight, I hope. Until next time, guys, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up.